We're live. Thank you again. So we're live, Tom.
All right,
Thank you so much for joining us for night 2 of Wrestlemania. We are so happy that you're here with us to join us. And I got to give a big shout out to the card subject to change fan base. I don't like to toot my own horn or put myself over because I think that should be somebody else's job. But last night, when we went off the air, we hit 1,000 views of our live stream in less than 24 hours. We could not do that without each and every one of you showing up, trusting us, and enjoying watching live wrestling along with us. So thank you very much. What do you say, Tom?
Thanks so much. We got more people coming. It's not just going to be me and
Kev just texted me. Yeah. He's on his way. Of course, being Easter Sunday, happy Easter to you, however you celebrate out there. Ava Max just wrapped up. That's not the national anthem. I'm sorry. What was she singing? America. She wasn't singing America the Beautiful.
I have not been paying attention. I've been trying to share the streams.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
It was a great performance. She got a good voice. Kev just texted me. He's on his way. Kev's a deacon at his church. So, he's got a couple Easter responsibilities. Thank you again so much for watching with us last night. And we're super excited for tonight. What are you looking most forward to tonight, Die Hard?
I really want to know the mystery around Randy Orton, what he's going to do. Like, anybody else agree with that? Anybody watching him? Anybody?
Andy Schroyer in the house, Karen in the house, and of course, one of the best referees I've ever had a chance to work with, Mr. Tyler Crow, also in the chat. Hey guys, what's up? The food, same Tyler. Would you stop? Look at Cody with the Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. He's ready to go. Look at that. Tyler's on the YouTube.
It's such a star. Look at him.
Yeah. I love that baby blue.
Look at Brock, like with a cowboy hat.
What is this aesthetic, you think? Rip Wheeler?
Yeah.
Is that his wife? Randy's wife?
Oh, yeah, that's his wife.
Okay. He's got a rough life over there.
They got like 6 kids. Or like,
do they?
A lot of kids.
Yeah, I believe it.
Occasionally, I'll see like videos pop up of his kids training to wrestle. Like, this generation, yes.
He's one of those rare, I won't say rare, but like, why do you think it's hit and miss with generational wrestlers? With all your historian opinions, like, to me, like Gold Dust was so underrated and so misused. So the Rhodes got, but they weren't. But Gold Dust and Cody weren't as good as Dusty. Charlotte is as good as Rick, in my opinion, in a different sort of way. But Orton, as good as his dad was, has shot right past him. So why do you think that is with like the generational skip, if you will?
I'd say a lot of it is more of being a victim of Vince McMahon. And being in the right place, right time. Because there's a certain era. Had it hit, Dustin Rhodes would be the Cody Rhodes of his era, and we never would have saw Gold Dust. But Vince McMahon didn't see value in him. Like,
why? Because of the body, physique,
probably. Like,
he's 6'6", so he's not a small dude.
Taylor Rotunda.
Yeah.
Bo Dallas.
Yes.
Still in his early 30s.
Yeah.
Has such a good look.
Yeah.
Can go bell to bell. Can speak. Can do anything. Like, that's just another one of those. Had he hit at just a different second. Same with my dude Joe Hennig. Like, Curtis Axel. Michael McGillicuddy.
Yeah.
Like, just stupid stuff. And stop. When he was at FCW, like, he was having amazing matches.
Yes.
And they just squandered it.
Do you think it was like getting lost in the shuffle? I mean, it is funny because you talk about that because it's like maybe got lost in the shuffle in the Nexus or whatever, but like everybody in the Spirit Squad was like a fantastic wrestler.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
And all of them
very hard to overcome.
Right. There was only one person that overcame it rather, excuse me. And most of them quit the business after the Spirit Squad angle kind of went by the wayside. So like it's very interesting. All right. Looks like Sierra's here. Andy's in the house. Andy, who you got? Dustin was legit, but WCW. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
And even when he came back to WCW, he had that weird 7 introduction with all the venues and
they spent millions.
Yeah, they spent millions, and then it just ended instantly. Let's see. Perfect. All right, here we go. Step in and to start the show.
The last time WrestleMania was in Las Vegas was WrestleMania 9 at Caesar's Palace, and I was 16 years old. Here we are today at Allegiant Stadium for WrestleMania 41.
Stephanie is a
and my middle daughter is 16 years old.
Man, she looks great.
Yep. Has always been a part of my life, which includes all of you. You are a part of my family because WWE is family. And I am so incredibly proud to say, welcome home. And welcome to night 2 of WrestleMania.
When are they going to put her in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know. They should, though.
Her and I don't know if anybody out there agrees with this. Andy says Stephanie is a tool. Not a fan. All right. Okay. All right. So the two most glaring omissions, and I'm not going to say anything more. We discussed Michelle McCool ad nauseum. But based on whoever else they've put in the Hall of Fame, Stephanie and Vicky Guerrero are the two most glaring omissions. And you seem a little skeptical. You don't think Vicky has had a Hall of Fame career?
No, I was thinking if there's any other glaring omissions, because I'm sure there is.
There's hundreds.
Yeah. So for sure, Stephanie has whatever Andy's opinion of her is.
I can't stand being fed Stephanie sucks, so forced and fake. You mean like her promos or talking about how great she is?
Stephanie did definitely have a run where she was a bit much and a bit too much, honestly. But I think she's grown from that and has kind of changed from that. Like,
I agree.
You can't judge a person in their early 30s or or hold them to the same standards of them being in their 40s. You grow.
You grow.
Yeah.
If you're the same person you were a year ago, then you're doing it wrong.
Right.
Man, look at this.
Also, every picture of you is a picture of you when you were younger.
Me?
Yeah. Every picture. Anybody.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I get what you're saying philosophically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard somebody say that the other day. Like, that's so stupid. I got to repeat it somewhere.
It's stupid. What was the other one I heard? Every single person that ever was born at one point has been the youngest person on planet Earth.
Yeah. There we go.
That's philosophy, I suppose, for you.
WrestleMania, Sky. So did you hear the rumblings at WWE's and talk with Puerto Rico? WWC or
yeah, it would be WWC in Puerto Rico. I heard that a little bit, but mostly I heard New Japan.
This might be a global
takeover.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Kev Hicks said Vicky's body. Who's Kev Hicks? Oh, Big Kev. Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Kev, are
Big
you
Kev.
driving?
Yeah.
You should be driving. Kev.
Andy says Shane is the stronger sibling.
Physically, yes, he is.
I think Shane,
Has a Hall of Fame.
body of work himself.
Yeah.
Right. I think I agree with you, Andy. It's like they're different people.
Right.
I know that sounds dumb to say because, yeah, they are, but Shane is always going to get compared to Vince.
Right.
And Stephanie is never going to get compared to Vince like Shane would, not just because she's a girl, but because she had a completely separate body of work where Vince wasn't on TV and she was the McMahon on TV. And she had the whole thing with Triple H. Shane never really had that, like, killer feud. Shane's feud with her dad was even more sophisticated. I don't know. But that's a good point, Andy. We often overlook Shane a lot.
His feud and match with Kurt Angle was
2001 King of the Ring, man.
yes, Steve.
Oh, we got the double dutch going. Everybody's got the ponytail. Sierra's over in the corner getting upset and starting to cry because she hates the ponytail. Adam Campbell.
Oh my God, it's Adam.
1410 Cincinnati Reds commentator here.
Adam, those are some
Adam?
short shorts.
Yeah, they are kind of short for
I can see your religion.
Well, they're rolled up a lot.
right?
I rolled them up.
You roll them up?
Yeah.
Why don't you grab a Gatorade?
Gatorade, huh?
Yeah, you're saying you're hungover.
Yeah, you want some hair with the dog?
Yeah,
You got,
set you up with that.
you want to sit down in the Die Hard cup? It's strictly H2O according to the camera. What's up? What's up, man? It's,
Look at this. The pearls. Mm. That is a great robe. But every single one of those pearl strands is coming off here during the match.
yeah. Yeah.
Do we miss the and we might have because of we want to pay attention to you, our listeners, as well as the show. Did Seth Rollins last night in the main event yell John Moxley at Roman Reigns?
I missed that. If that happened.
I've seen it online a couple different times.
Is anybody listening?
Did they drop it?
Cincinnati boy
Gone bad?
Yeah.
What a venue.
That is where the Raiders play.
Allegiant.
Yeah.
So the Great American Beach just texted me, and
Yeah.
apparently that stage seating was going for upwards of $22,000.
$22,000 for the stage. I believe it. That's it.
Just 22.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. That's insane.
Question for you.
For who?
For anyone,
Anyone in the room.
Is it every year they do the Hall of Fame induction around WrestleMania?
You got it.
Yes.
It's always the night before the show.
How many inductees are there typically per year?
It varies.
Yeah.
And there's different categories too. So there's like the legacy. You know what they did clip? And where's the Warrior Award? Are they done with that?
Yeah, I think it's with that.
Okay. The juice box.
But I mean, to be fair, Warrior's kind of like a horrible human being.
I love the character.
Yeah.
I love like the message of the character,
Right.
but cheese and
Oh,
rice.
yeah.
Him
I
as a
love-
human being.
I love the real American Hulk Hogan. That's my childhood hero. Grew up on. it.
Yep.
The guy behind me here, not so much.
Not the best.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. It's gonna get loud. I like this decibel meter.
I do too.
It's really cool.
My watch tells me when I'm in a loud environment these
I mean,
days.
they got people sitting behind the stage too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the ones he was talking about. Like it's on top of like the stage. Like those are the expensive ones.
She's such a star.
I mean, I get it, man. How could you not be into her? like as a character, either attracted to her or like into the whole presentation.
I mean, I did run into her at a Planet Fitness.
If you're in Dayton, at the
at
the Dayton Mall, Planet Fitness is where she works
No,
out
the
when they're in
Kettering.
town.
Kettering?
Kettering?
Yeah.
Which one? Okay.
All right. So, yeah, like I got on my. It was right when I came back from Vegas. I was actually just coming back from Vegas too, and I was trying to pretend that I was good enough and not hungover, and I could just go to the gym. And I sat down on a machine, and she was on a machine that was facing directly towards me. She was doing the full thing.
Yeah.
I was doing the.
And you locked eye contact.
We made eye contact.
And you consider getting a divorce at that point?
No. It was one of those things where I looked away instantly because, like, oh, I know that person, but I don't want to talk to that person, you know. And I had to go through my mental Rolodex. I actually ended up saying, "There's no way that could be her." I literally Googled Rhea Ripley, and I was like, "Wait a second,
that's
her
her
without makeup. That's her." Wait, she's from Australia. Why is she in Dayton on a Monday? And then it was like, oh yeah,
the Nutter Center.
Where else should she be? I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, I was wrong.
So
that night.
Karen in the chat has put over Io and put over Rhea, but not Bianca.
What's up with Bianca?
So what's wrong with Bianca? It's the ponytail. That's why Sierra hates her.
No, it takes away from what a freakish athlete she is. The gimmick of just being a happy-go-lucky skip into the ring. Look at her. She's a freak athlete.
Yes.
A few years ago, when she was going up against Sasha Banks, and she was on the outside, she did a gorilla press slam.
Yep.
Held 120-pound woman above her head. A woman, a human, not a solid piece of, and walked up the steps and walked into the ring with her above her head. That is one of the most athletic things I've ever seen at a WrestleMania.
Once again, Xavier Woods doing double duty. Doing double duty. But
look at that referee.
That's what I said. He was like a Sopranos extra. Like that Tony's gonna whack.
Are those polos new for WrestleMania, or is that like the new uniform?
So good call out. They used to have the traditional zebra stripes until they made their debut on Netflix. In that Netflix episode, they switched over to the polos. But I like them. They're very unique.
Yeah, I like the unique look. You know, if you have Netflix and a VPN, you can watch SmackDown live on it.
Oh,
if she were to strike her with her hair,
she does that.
She does.
No, it didn't leave well.
It's no DQ or anything.
Right? Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's a good question. It's a great point. Like, what do you think, Tom? Do you think that should be a DQ or no?
No, because it's just a part of her character. Like anything a part of your gear is fair game, right? Unless you're using it for leverage.
They never DQ'd Hogan for the belt, the weight belt, right?
Right. But when she does that, like she cracks it like a whip and it leaves welts.
Stephen Paulus, what up? Bobby Comer, checking in with Let's Go Cena.
Is it Comer or Comer?
Plain Ways to ask, can you show us what we're seeing? Due to licensing's restriction, Plain Ways, we can't actually show what we're seeing on the screen. But if you tune into Peacock, we're watching the same live feed as you are. So we should be within like 2 or 3 seconds of each other.
I have it on a smaller screen, there's a bigger screen, there's all kinds of screens.
Yeah.
This screen.
So
I got this screen.
We'd love to show you, but due to the licensing agreement, we could just do the watch along. But thank you for tuning in and definitely stick with us. He's a
crowd.
They're ready for this, man. I mean, man, the pageantries again.
You know, I get how great.
Perfect.
I was getting ready to say I get how great Io Sky is as a wrestler, but compared to the other two,
you're
going to have to do a lot of work to make her logically on their level.
Yes.
And that's like the great challenge of a wrestling match. You know, she's a very small woman and against two freak athletes.
Yeah.
She's already lost part of her.
Well, you know, they're gonna gather up every piece of that and sell it.
Oh yeah. Did you see the Topps thing? The Topps cards? Apparently they're hiding a patch on them, and they're putting it in with a collector's card. Like there's a patch that says WrestleMania 41. It's hiding on all their gear, and they're going to be distributing that in trading cards.
Where are they hiding it?
I have no idea. I guess it's on the inside. Go ahead. Tom.
No. Inside the booth.
Inside the
That's
booth.
where I'd hide something.
Yeah.
I've hid something there several times.
So we joked a lot about WrestleMania white. You think this year's WrestleMania gold?
It might be. Like she's losing roses all over the place.
Yeah. Goodness. The freak, dude. Freak. You just hate people that win the genetic lottery like that, right? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, your looks are a 10. Oh yeah, and you're like a superhero.
Yeah.
Rhea's the same, you know. Rhea looks like a superhero.
Right.
And
Io's just normal.
Yep.
But she's probably the best, like, bell-to-bell athlete or wrestler.
Yeah. Stephen Paulus Jr. says, let's go Io. In the chat, who you guys got?
Uh-oh.
I'm hoping it's Io because, like we talked about yesterday with Tiffy, you can't really go anywhere else with Io unless she wins and retains here. So,
Right.
Do we know if that's all her natural hair, or does she have some like extension?
Nice.
I would say 100% of that hair is unnatural on most of them. Like there's a lot of unnatural. Yeah.
This is
60% of the time it works every time.
this is so good so far.
Yeah.
And boy, do they have a lot to live up to, because I got to tell you guys, night one's main event, holy cow. Andy says he hopes Wendy Richter wins. You know, that would be a really interesting plot twist, where if Wendy Richter would come in at 70 years old to reclaim her belt.
Yeah, I remember I ran into Wendy Richter at a Planet Fitness once.
Who doesn't go to Planet Fitness with you?
Right. No, it's supposed to be.
Work out with Tom.
Yeah.
I love the announcing too. Oh, there's Pat McAfee. I was just about to ask
Yeah.
if he's involved this year.
He's the permanent announcer now.
Permanent.
Yeah, he's the Monday Night
Yeah,
Raw.
he takes off for
College
whatever.
game day.
Because of money.
Show. Yeah, his show is crazy. I mean, he's doing it.
He loves wrestling, though. He always has. He's an Indiana guy, and when his NFL career ended, he was like a regular on the Bob and Tom show, and he would always call in and give updates. He had one of the best trainers in the world, Rick Rogers, come and train him in his barn to wrestle because he wanted to become a wrestler. And then he started up his shows and started making money with his voice and his mind. Decided, hey, maybe I shouldn't, get concussed all the time.
Christine says she wants Rhea to win. That's a very popular pick. The crowd seems to be pretty behind Rhea. Karen says Mildred Burke. And, I mean, Mildred was, you want to talk about freak athletes. Mildred Burke, in her day, was the Bianca Belair. She was a great gymnast, incredibly powerful, and she would actually beat men in shoot wrestling matches. Oh, my goodness. Look at this.
Insanity.
And the nip up again.
Ooh.
Let's take a drink for the nip up.
Andy, to answer your question, China would do well, but she was a freak of nature, but not the athlete that Rhea and Bianca are.
You know, I do think that Rhea and China working against each other would be a good match.
Yeah. China was not she was big and she was strong, but she was not the athlete.
Oh, man.
That could have ended so poorly.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Man. You mentioned to me about Netflix earlier, Ben.
Yep.
Do you think they want to start having pay-per-views on Netflix, or do you think
They're going to. No.
They will.
Yeah. As soon as the Peacock builds up.
When is that?
Right next year, sometime next year.
Yeah.
So right now, if you have a VPN and you say you're in Canada, you could be watching WrestleMania on Netflix. I know this for reasons I do not choose to disclose right now. But you can also watch Friday Night SmackDown. You got all the old Raws. You got all the anyway.
They wouldn't require, because again, this is just
goodness,
not like a pay-per-view. Right. Okay, that's nice.
So that could have gone as a professional wrestler. Doing a razor's edge into another human being could have gotten really wrong really fast.
Yes.
And kudos to these ladies, man, because they are just. I love the women's revolution. I love this type of wrestling. And I know this sounds dumb, but the standard back in the day when I first started was if a girl's good, they have to wrestle like a guy. I think this is beyond that. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I used to try to do this submission hold. It's
Yeah.
very hard to do.
Yeah.
It is much like
KOD. KOD. We could get to the finish right here. It's silly how strong both Rhea and Bianca are. Ooh, pat by. Oh, double.
Nice.
This is gangbusters.
you know.
How about a women's TLC match? Andy, I'd be 100% down for it, and I think it's about time they did something to that effect. But who would you put in it, Andy? Because if, like, let's say it's a TLC, would you do it like a Money in the Bank type thing where there's like 6 or 7 of them? Would you try to do a one-on-one? Andy, what do you think? Or anybody else? Put it in the chat.
Also, let's not forget the pressure of opening
Yes,
up
opening.
WrestleMania. You set the standard. You are like the first taste in the fans' mouth. You leave there.
This is match number 1.
Yes.
Yeah, so beautiful. I didn't miss anything.
Right.
This is incredibly dangerous. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Tower of Doom. Oh! Man, I'm really warming up to EO. She's very
She's so
good.
good. Yeah.
She is great.
Slim Jims, Aviator.
So for those of you at home, like a little behind the scenes action, the most important matches on any wrestling show, besides the main event, are the opener, the match right before intermission, the match coming out of intermission, and of course the main event, because you're setting the tone for the entire show. The match before intermission's got to be good because you want to leave people feeling good going to get intermission. You don't want them to leave during intermission. You want to be excited to come back. And then the match coming back from intermission, that's got to be good too, because people are out there, they're smoking, they're drinking, they're hanging out and talking. You want to get them back into the show. But like to be the opener for WrestleMania, I mean, the amount of pressure.
That's as big as being the main event.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yes.
There she comes out of nowhere.
All right, time to do the drinking for the nip ups.
Yes. No, I've already finished mine. We're gonna have to do something about the pizza chasing. All right. I got cash. I got a titanium credit card.
He's got the black. Tom's got the black card. That's how he gets to meet everybody at Planet Fitness.
I got this.
Yeah.
It's my favorite card.
It's the best.
Dude, if you're at a restaurant, you just plop it down. You feel like you're somebody.
Oh, Big Kev, what is up?
Big Kev, late but present. Kev, this has been a gang. Oh, this match has been gangbusters.
Twice in a week, huh?
Yeah. You said the week. We're using this camera, so we gotta like back up.
Oh, we got to back up. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we gotta back that thing up.
Oh,
We gotta figure out some food. Too.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
Oh, hi, Rhea.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
This is the goal. I mean, this has been such a hard hitting.
Do you think they do too many spears?
Yes.
Yes, we do. There's a lot of people doing spears now, yo. Hi, y'all.
A spear is logical,
Kev's in the house.
but it's not.
Hi, y'all.
It's too much.
Karen says hi.
Hey, Kevin. What's up? What's up?
I got a small monitor here. I got a big monitor.
Oh,
Like, looking like how we looking.
Andy gives a shout out, says these 3 in a TLC match. You got my money. You got my money.
I do just about anything these days.
Just about anything. Yeah. Well, nice.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Oh, damn.
great counter.
That. See, this isn't a good female wrestling match. This is a
Good match, period.
Yeah, good match.
That's the cool part about the women's revolution. They're just good, period. They're not good for female wrestlers. Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Oh,
I mean, the strength it takes to balance this and not
Yeah,
kill her.
There you go.
Coming in hard.
Oh,
No! Oh my gosh! What a reversal! A headlock takeover in the
There you
air.
go. Shout out.
Oh! Oh no!
To the KOD.
KOD!
He's out.
Oh!
What a start.
What a match! What a match!
It looks like she kind of landed on Io's head, though.
Yes.
I mean, everybody in this place is on their feet.
Yep.
Except for us.
Except for us. We're jaded.
I want to high five Buddy Murphy.
Yeah.
No reason. No reason.
Bam.
That
No
sequence was
context.
incredible.
Yeah.
I want to high five Montez Ford.
Yeah.
No. I want to Eiffel Top. Wait.
Wait.
Either one. I don't know Io's personal life, so I can't comment.
She might be saying, oh, no.
Yeah.
I will hear a little bit. All right.
Oh, I would have had to have the drink before we got the food in. That's kind of...
That was a mistake.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. So ain't no telling how you going to be here in about a few minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh. Andy Rhea is a beast. Dude, that was a great save, Karen.
Like, look at Rhea's body language. Like,
I'm looking at
with
it.
women, the thing with women is, like, you know, a lot of them are, and I guess holistic is part of the women's revolution, but like the Divas era, they were just still so demure and still
Right.
throwing a football like a girl type thing.
Right.
Like Rhea's body language is all athlete.
Oh, look up.
Her hips are loose. She can shuffle. She can move. She
Right.
can jump. She can run. There's nothing like girly about Rhea's. I mean, other than, you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I see a couple.
There's a couple girly things, but like,
No, I legit think in a fist fight, like Rhea or Bianca might take
yes.
Oh,
Yes.
look up.
Like,
Love the narrowness.
Reverse Frankenstein. Oh no! Oh! Oh!
And that part of the turnbuckle is just all steel.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, man.
There it
This
is.
is it right here.
Oh no! I'm sorry. This is better than last night's main event already.
look up.
Ready? Oh, the headbutt to the teeth. Oh! Oh! Gotcha. Oh!
Rap City.
oh, there we go.
Yes!
Oh!
This is insanity. Yes!
One.
What a match!
One. That was dope.
What a
Yeah,
match!
I like that.
Can we do a replay of that penalty?
Oh my goodness! Wow! What a match! What a match!
And still.
And still.
Oh goodness! What a wonderful match!
She needed that.
Yes.
So much.
That crap. Nobody's sitting down. That is the sign. That is the sign. Karen said that was beautiful. Absolutely, Karen. That was just a heck of a match. Great opener.
Oh, my God.
I don't even. What was last night's opener? This has to be way better.
Jey and Gunther.
Okay.
And you forgot about it because of how good this
This
was.
was
This blew
one of the best openers for WrestleMania in a long time.
Period.
Oh gosh, you were right.
Yeah.
out of the water.
Ferocious.
Oh, are we going to get it?
Ah,
I
that
got to
was
change the angle.
By design.
I mean, that might have been one of the best triple threat matches I've ever seen.
No,
Period. Period. And there were some good ones with like Rock and Angle and Undertaker
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in the day. That
Even Rock
just phenomenal. Just phenomenal.
Didn't Orton, Cena, and Triple H have a really good triple threat match?
They did,
one time?
yeah.
Yeah.
Opening,
That
yeah.
was
But yeah, you're right,
4
Karen.
years old.
Like Io hitting her head on the corner was epic, and then doing the moonsault, epic. You know, they just made a WrestleMania moment.
What a match. In terms of the venue, do you think Vegas is one of the better spots that WrestleMania has been in recent history?
I honestly think Vegas and changing the date to being later in April has hurt the build to this.
I do. It was too long of a build.
It was
With
too
nothing
long
happening.
of a build, and it's kind of like you lost interest because usually it's like January to early April, Royal Rumble to early April is when you get it. Now it's at the end of April. It's on.
Right.
I mean, this is kind of a big day for people. You know, it's on an Easter weekend. Like
I was about to say, then you got to put the fact that like Easter weekend is right here too. So you got people hanging with their families and things like that. That's what's in the fact too. Now, if it was like the very first weekend of April, oh man,
that's what it typically is.
Yeah,
right. And we've had like the whole Cena and Cody Rhodes thing. It's like
It's been going on for a while now.
it's been going on for a while now. It's,
I love this.
I do too.
And like, I know everybody has a mixed opinion about Cardi B, you know, and stuff like that. But like the fact that they're going back to kind of like they did when they had celebrity hosts, it just gets so much more eyes on the whole thing. You know what I mean? And I think really, like we talked about yesterday with like the black culture, the Samoan culture getting ingrained with rap. I think rap is more prevalent in wrestling now than ever. What do you think, Kev? What do you like?
It's like most of the songs, like right now, most of the songs, rap.
Yep.
Like Judgment Day, you got New Day.
Yep.
A lot of these cats when they got rap songs. AJ Styles, Flavor Flav is in the building. That's what's up.
He's a brand new Detroiter.
Oh man, gotta bring him on the show one time.
Folks, you won't believe this, but 20 years ago, there was a dating show. Flavor Flav was the prize.
hey,
Flavor of Love. Another mumble rapper.
Is he a mumble rapper?
Yeah,
Right.
mumble rapper.
Boo!
and on that show, you Richard Wilson.
No, that was surreal like that.
All right. But anyway, that makes them Eskimo brothers with Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a statement. I want to hear what you guys think out there. Wade Barrett's better at this than he was being a wrestler.
I agree.
What do you think?
I agree.
And I liked him.
I liked him as a wrestler, but you can see like he shined a little bit more.
Well, you got more longevity sitting behind a monitor. But
Yeah.
how hard would it be to be that big, in that shape, in good graces with a major company and just sit behind it?
It's got to be
You
hard.
always got to have the edge.
Yeah.
It's exactly like I'm watching Big E. Like my heart,
Right.
like he's Big E's good, but he's also kind of like going through the motion, sitting there. You could tell he wants to be
Right.
in the ring. Like he doesn't want to do that.
Biggie could be one of the greatest, characters on the
Yes.
show. I'm going to.
I mean, when I think of like great babyface champions, like Kofi was good out of the New Day, but Big E when he won the belt,
Right.
man,
My
He
problem with
was
Kofi was
great.
like, they never let him be a real man.
yeah,
They let him be the New Day Kofi character.
right.
He was still that
Big-
New Day character.
Yeah, Big E switched stuff up. It was like a serious competitor. All three of those guys could be a legit. But like, yeah, it was last night on this. Like I was talking about, like he came out to confront Randy Orton, and he'd been throwing out pancakes,
Yeah.
and he ripped off his belt to confront Randy Orton, and there was a pancake stuck to his stomach. I'm like, I don't take you serious.
No,
right now.
exactly. You come out all colorful
Right.
and stuff, and then you got the halter top shirt on. Like, come on, man.
What I love about Kofi Kingston is he's not smooth, he's not natural. Like,
Yeah.
Pins anywhere?
Weapons. The street fight, it depends. Usually they stipulate like if it's a falls count anywhere match. So even though it's a street fight, the pin
Yeah.
should happen in the ring, but I think they'll pretty much count it anywhere. This is one of these matches where I don't know how you guys think about this. It's such
I got
an
that free subscription.
it's such an embarrassment of riches right now with the main event. Who do you guys think Randy will be facing? John Cunningham wants to know. John, almost. Almost. What do you think, Tom?
Watch Omos come back though. Y'all gonna be like, what?
So people are saying almost is a possibility. Rusev is a possibility.
Rusev?
Aleister Black is a possibility.
Karrion Kross.
Karrion-
I think he's still doing this.
Right.
So
So
he might be doing this thing with AJ Styles, but
Yeah.
I think
he might be involved in that, but like, I don't know if any of those guys re-debut, they gotta win,
Yeah.
and I don't want to see Randy lose.
My opinion, John, I think it's going to be one of the Hardy Boys. It's going to be Matt or Jeff, and that'll get the crowd going. It'll be a good match and give Randy
Right.
the
I
clean
hope
win.
somebody drove them to the arena.
Tyler says when that
was good.
when that sequence happened, I thought EO was selling death or there was going to be a moonsault. And if there's a moonsault, I hope they get the timing right. Holy crap. Yeah, man. She perfect. Nailed it. Ref Tyler, I was gushing over EO selling that match. Great performance. That was a title reign making defining performance. I agree with it. Karen says Aleister Black.
I mean,
I think Aleister Black.
The opportunities are always there.
Yeah.
But also, Randy can lose, and it doesn't hurt Randy.
Right.
Well, hell, Randy's like damn near 300 pounds now.
Dude,
What he like? He about 275.
I was watching a 2007 No Mercy,
Yeah.
and he was like the little guy. And now he looks like Andre the Giant in there.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Like he came back, jacked us all get out.
Well, he's always been like a huge frame guy, but like he was skinny. Oh, we got a banner down.
Banner
Are
down.
we in distress?
Guys, let me know what you think in the chat on this one, because I think this is going to be a good match. But like I said, it's an embarrassment of riches when it comes to main event players. And this match is going to probably be really good, but it does feel tacked on. Oh, look at this. Is that the That's not the Halo helmet or Gears helmet. What is that?
It does look like Halo.
Doom. Yeah, Tyler, that could be it. It looks like the Doom guy helmet a little bit.
That's sick.
I like that.
Should be heavy.
Look at his gauntlets.
I wish you
Man.
put the helmet on.
Great robe, too, by the way. The epaulets. Oh, great. Got the fur collar. Man, WrestleMania is so good.
We ran out all the stops when it comes to entrances.
That stage is awesome.
I love it. I think it's one of the best ones.
So like the seats on the left and the right and then on top, you send me a text saying that like, those were going for like 22 grand.
Tyler, you're right. It is Doom.
Well, hey, with it being in Vegas, all you got to do is get a little lucky in the casino.
Hey,
There you go.
for real. I wouldn't mind being
Great
a sight in Vegas.
What now?
I wouldn't mind being a sight in Vegas.
Can people gamble on WWE?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah. FanDuel has a whole WrestleMania promotion, which you think about. I don't understand how they do that.
Yeah.
That's highly.
I was saying, you
Unethical.
probably get some of the writers up in there like, oh, okay, I know.
So how do they come up with the odds?
It's like betting on Avengers Endgame.
Right.
You know? I wrote it, so yeah.
I'm about to put this
Thanos
yeah.
definitely does lose.
I had to take a guess.
Falls under like insider trading. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some safeguards with serious legal consequences.
So about to go ahead and put 500 on this match right here.
Right.
Just don't even tell them like, hey, I work with WWE.
Right.
I had everything.
Kristen Dye says, I would bet on Endgame. Who'd you bet on, Kristen? Thanos to win or lose?
He looks great.
So it's not? You can't bet on it?
No.
Okay. My boy Adam here is big on the sports gambling. He's a very talented gambler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, this is kind of cool. What do you guys think about it? You cross over the entrance in with the video game ad.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it.
They're doing a lot of like crossovers now. Vince McMahon would never.
Vince McMahon would never. Kristen says Team Cap all day, every day. So Chris, does that mean you can do this all day? Maybe I'm just the one that got that one. It's a little deep.
WrestleMania might come to Ohio in the next couple of years with the new stadium going up in Cleveland.
It's a good chance.
Yeah, fully enclosed stadium.
They had a fantastic SummerSlam in Cleveland.
That was last summer, correct?
Yeah, it was real good.
Yeah.
I'll take a trip.
The Browns.
Go Browns.
Fly Eagles fly, baby.
Flyers fly.
My only favorite Eagle is Keith Byers.
Yeah.
America's ass. America's ass. Yes, America's ass.
What, Cleveland?
No, Captain America.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here we go. What's this?
No, nice.
Some next beer.
Is it? Should I braid it?
Bring
It's
it
a
up.
sick guitar.
Bring it up.
I mean, anytime you play metal, wouldn't you want to have like Satan's guitar?
Right?
You know, like intimidate people.
On the holiest of days.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Zach Wilde?
No.
From Pantera.
I'm from Detroit. No.
He's got some really cool guitars.
I've seen him a couple times.
You what?
I've seen him a couple times.
Yep.
Tyler says it's Slayer.
Him and Tom Morello are my two favorite guitarists that I've seen. Tom Morello.
Do you feel like this is
Machine.
You know, I know. Like,
Yeah.
he has a
Okay,
show on
so he
Sirius,
wrote it.
and it's just like 2 hours of like, this is the project I worked on. This is the project I worked on. This is me.
Right. Yeah.
the pageantry?
Oh yeah.
But do you guys feel like, I just want to visit this topic because it makes me mad. Do you feel like this is just a throwaway just to get these two on the card? You
There
know,
hasn't been much to it.
there's nothing to
No,
it.
really. Oh,
That's
The
cool.
bat wings.
That's sick. Have we ever seen somebody like zip line into the ring from above or something?
Yes.
Yep.
crazy?
Multiple
What's the,
times.
like, what's the craziest entrance you guys have ever seen in any match?
You know, it was an interesting entrance that sticks in my head. Was the first Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker match,
yeah.
where
yeah.
Shawn was coming from heaven and the Undertaker was coming from hell.
That was dope.
That was a really cool intro. Like Shawn Michaels came down from the sky with all these clouds and this chorus and all this, and then he gets to his entrance and the Undertaker comes up from out of the ground. The Undertaker is kind of the gold standard for WrestleMania entrances.
Yeah.
But another cool one at WrestleMania 20, it was Kane, and they had the video board with New York City behind him,
Yeah.
and then his pyro went off, and then the whole city was on fire behind
I
him.
remember that.
That was awesome. WrestleMania 23, I was there. Same thing. They had Kane come out last for Money in the Bank,
Yeah, yeah.
and then
all
the whole
ladders
thing
were on
exploded, and all the ladders were on fire. That was really cool. Karen says, I've got Priest in this match.
Where was WrestleMania 23?
Detroit, Michigan.
Imagine that.
Ford Field.
The next day,
I didn't pay to go. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. You going to consider?
My mom's birthday is that day. I don't think
She was on one next year.
Wait, when are they
Touche.
coming? When are they coming to town?
May 9th.
Will you guys be there?
I actually bought tickets for it.
Nice.
I'm about to say, you got to see Philip?
Nah. It's the first
You
time. Like I got a couple hookups, but I didn't want to hit anybody out. The moon wanted to go, and I don't.
Is it
hang
Raw or
out with people.
SmackDown?
Oh, yeah. I ain't know.
Is it Raw or SmackDown?
SmackDown.
Okay,
cool.
I
I've
think
been
the
to one
last
of them.
time we was when we all went to Indy.
You haven't seen Moon in that long?
We'll see.
It might be.
It might have been.
Kristen wants to know, okay, are we watching like a red carpet event for the wrestling sports ball that is about to happen? I love a good red carpet. And it's funny that you mentioned that because
Oh,
we're watching WrestleMania live on Peacock right now. But there's a lot of really cool red carpet photos from the Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
and for them arriving at WrestleMania, like everybody was dressed. You know what's really weird? Like, and I'll get into Be Shallow. Asuka is such a beautiful woman, but they always make her look like a ghoul.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like she just looks terrifying in the ring, but she's very attractive. Ayo. It's gonna be ugly. Here we go. Oh. Now here's the thing with that for you guys watching this at home. Damian Priest is all of 6'7" and 300 pounds. To jump like that. And by the way, it is WrestleMania Gold this year.
Yeah.
It's not WrestleMania White. It's WrestleMania Gold.
I did notice that.
That's great though. So so Tom, Kev, you guys are kind of the trivia people. What does the turtle on Damian Priest's ass mean?
I'm trying to
See the turtle?
Yeah.
What is that? Is
I
it a Puerto Rican thing?
want to say so.
Maybe.
Women should look terrifying. That's our goal. I mean, you're exactly right.
You saying this?
That's exactly right. Kristen Dice
Kristen
checked
Dye.
in and said women should be terrifying.
If that's her real name.
If that's
Kristen Dye.
no, but you're right. I mean, intimidation is a part of it, especially when it comes to wrestling. You want to look basically like one of the Avengers, 24/7.
They're scary.
Yeah,
They're
terrifying.
Yeah.
Man, wasting no time, huh? Getting the stairs in the ring.
Oh, hello. That'll clear your sinuses.
Are those walls there like electronic? Do they have?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm about to hop on the.
Did you get it taken care of? All right.
I was just making sure.
Yeah, nope. I'm gonna feed you.
All right.
How deadly is the Prime card?
It's,
Oh, here we
Is
go.
that every show now? The Prime.
Yes.
Yeah. It's one of the sponsors.
Everything affiliated with Logan Paul, any business interest, everything about you is real. You're not that terrifying, though. You seem nice.
do I know Kristen Dye?
Do you?
I don't know.
I think it's great that we have new fans.
Yeah.
I was telling Kev, we're over 1,000 views on Facebook because of our great fans.
What are the odds? Hey, Karen, I agree with you. This has to be Damian's match. He has to win this one. Drew's in a spot where he can't afford to lose. Damian's lost too many big ones recently.
Plus, he teamed up with Bad Bunny a long time ago, too. So,
It's actually like huge.
yeah.
Bad Bunny, I didn't know. He's like a billionaire.
Yeah.
Wild. I'm not saying he's untalented, but like he's kind of like the MVP of Latino music, right, Kev? Like
Yeah,
Bad
right
Bunny.
now, yeah.
It's amazing, like how many people are selling out stadiums and you don't even know who they are.
Right.
I don't know if it's because we're old or what. Was he got a hot dog? Oh no, the selfie.
Selfie time.
Yeah.
Is that a fan's phone that he took?
I'm gonna guess it's somebody he knows.
So that side over there is the hard cam's above them. So the side, like with the hard cam is on.
Oh,
Right up
thanks,
there is
Kristen.
typically
I'm a
the
fan of
fans,
you.
like the friends and family side.
VIP.
So every time that I got free tickets, I was always like right there.
Yeah.
And, also, like they'll exchange out people's family members.
Yeah.
Right to the ear.
Plus,
And here's the thing for you guys watching home. Everybody's, oh, wrestling's fake. Wrestling's fake. And May 18th will be the start of year number 26 for me doing this. There has not been one time where any of this has been faked.
Right.
This
Yes, Rough Tyler. I'm realizing that too. Like, they're going pretty hard.
you think well to Tyler's point, you know, I know we expose the business a little bit, but like the rule of thumb now is like when you do a chair shot, you're supposed to protect yourself and protect your head.
Right.
But for bigger shows, you're absolutely right. They are.
Apparently, Kristen Dye is just a Ben fan. Kev.
She's a fan of other people too.
Adam, We don't matter.
You guys
It's because
matter.
I'm tall, ain't it?
Matter.
It's because we do the sponsors. And it's like, hey,
Yes.
Magna Box TV.
Right. I brought to you by my 19-inch Zenith.
Yeah, you feel me?
Speaking of 19 inches, is it crazy that he's wearing trunks in this?
Yeah.
Now that dude is 6'5"
Yes.
and almost 300 pounds.
Absolute specimen.
He's also a huge Guns N' Roses fan.
Is he?
You sure is.
Yeah.
Did y'all see Drew McIntyre's TikTok on do's and don'ts for WrestleMania?
I have not seen it.
I don't TikTok.
He had it up on YouTube, and he said, "Hey, yeah, wear deodorant." One of his things is wear deodorant.
Where the
Some
other?
of these cats out there be right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, wow. That was the side of the chair.
ooh, with the Claymore already.
No.
Nah, he's
Nah.
kicking out of that.
You know what's great about this? They both went out there with the intention of like, hey, let's look good.
Yeah,
We'll apologize later, but everything we got to do has to look good.
Well, talk about that as it pertains to history too, because that sort of mentality kind of started with the Von Erichs, right?
Von
The
Erich
Freebirds.
and the Freebirds, like, hey, don't crack my teeth, don't break my nose, but everything else,
Black eye.
Yeah.
Kristen says, "I'm sure the rest of you are delightful." You are delightful. Delightful.
Kristen, you are incorrect. You are miserable.
That's true.
You are absolutely
No.
the worst.
He's
Oh,
Yeah.
what's this? What's this?
Oh God. Oh God.
Ooh, I've seen this spot before.
So here's a question: are we going to see some sauce in this one? What do you think?
That's going to be for, like the main event.
No! Oh, nice!
Choke slam.
Nice counter.
So I like that this is the first match out of both nights that they've done anything with any outside instruments.
Yep.
Yeah.
They saved all this for the street fight, which makes this match stand out.
Agreed.
Because otherwise, I would be complaining about all this.
No, you're true. It's true though.
And I hate sounding like a funny duddy.
You're
about
not,
stuff
though.
like this, but like when every match does, like you're on the outside, you're going through tables and blah blah blah. There's nothing special about it.
Even that triple threat match we just saw, triple threat matches lend themselves to be outside. Hey, Emily Gressman, thank you for joining us. Your first WrestleMania, you spent it with us. Thank you, Emily. Thanks for spending it with us. But
All right. Hi, Emily.
where was I going? I had to say hi to Emily.
Oh, we were talking about the triple threat.
Yeah, so triple threat lends itself to spill out to the
Yes.
floor.
Yes.
But they didn't go out to the floor that much.
No.
I would rather get hit in the head 1,000 times with a chair before I get hit in the back with a chair.
It looked like it hurt so bad.
It's so for those of you at home, if you've ever done a front flip into a swimming pool and got a back smacker,
Oh,
it's that times 2.
oh, oh, oh. Wow.
Great spine buster.
God, I love Pat McAfee.
He's really good.
Somebody said that Night One was trash. I'm like, dude, you need to get your Oculus.
Who
checked.
was?
One of my friends on Facebook
Said who was trash?
Night One.
New.
WrestleMania Night One.
So Emily is a new fan here. This is my first
One or two, I'll say
WrestleMania.
my
All right,
bad.
Emily. Hi, Emily. Thank you for joining us.
What would have made it a perfect 10?
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
right, like night one wasn't trash. It was just a bunch of good wrestling matches.
Pretty
Like,
much.
like the drama's happening tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think they're retraining fans.
Yes.
And
agreed.
fans watching don't understand how we train them because
Oh, what the?
because at a certain point,
Oh! Oh,
Two.
wow.
That's only 2. So like every match on night one had a bunch of people standing the whole time.
Yeah.
So far tonight, everybody's standing. So, like, I would be interested to see if someone's in the chat and they did think night one wasn't very good. Why? I'm not saying you're dumb, like, or whatever, but like,
You're wrong.
no, it's all artistic, right? Like, you're just make it make sense why it was wrong. If you could sell me on it, I'm down for it. But happy night too, Jerry. Welcome back. Jerry Burnett's back.
Hi, Jerry.
Yes.
So what I think
Jerry!
is we as wrestlers and them as wrestlers have conditioned fans to expect so much craziness out of every single match.
gosh.
Oh,
And there's a little bit of sauce, but
There you go.
I think they're pulling it back and making stuff be more meaningful,
Agreed.
which is great for wrestlers because this stuff that hurts. That hurts,
Yeah,
and that's impactful. But if you do that every match, it doesn't mean anything.
exactly. You're exactly right, Tom. I think Drew got cut on the screws on that table.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
all this stuff is dangerous and hurts.
Jerry says hi, Kev.
What's happening, girl?
What the hell, Jerry? Tom's here.
Jerry!
My name's Tom. I don't think we've formally met, but
Hey,
what the
girl.
hell, man?
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl.
Also, Adam's here. He's out of the
Adam's here.
camera shot. It's
Adam's shy.
yeah.
And by shy, we mean hungover.
Yeah, he's well hung.
Did you drink a Gatorade?
He's
He's
the only
working
one
on
to call
a
it.
Oh.
Jerry says, Kev's my boy.
Yep. All day. What's happening, girl? We go way back.
That's one of this diehard
High
lovers?
school. Nah, a little bit. Yeah, I say about.
Yeah, look how bad that Drew's back is cut up.
No, and I love like stuff like this because nothing they've done has been overly dangerous.
Yep.
But it's
Yeah.
Oh,
It is. We bring the boom to you.
I think you hit the nail on the head there, Tom, with like grip it and rip it and apologize later, man.
Yes.
Like
Yeah, exactly.
also
you've been tagging
these are
each
two
other.
guys that everybody, nobody matches their dimension.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you're 6'1" and 220 pounds, anybody can kind of achieve that. It's not that spectacular. These guys doing what they're doing just
To
makes
be,
it
to be the height and the weight,
Right.
it's so.
not to be a size queen.
But the thing is like you're right. It's like it's dangerous
Yeah.
because we.
Oh!
They set it up just long enough for you to forget about it. Look at
Yep.
that. Yeah.
It's the holy shit, Jack.
Finish it, Pat. Yeah.
Finish it.
Say it.
This
ain't wrong. This ain't wrong.
Uh,
Say what you want to say.
yeah, that's a nasty gash on his back there. But still, the old timer in me is like, that should have been writing him off of TV for the next 3 months.
Table spot.
Right. Oh,
Ooh, this will be fun.
oh,
This will be
yes,
fun.
yes.
Boom!
Jeez.
Wow.
Wow.
Great.
Wow.
So I'm a little bit. That was a great match. Great
Yes.
street fight. That was fantastic. Definitive finisher, but it didn't go the way you thought it would.
Right.
What do you think they go from here? You think that's the end of it, or you think they come back with something?
I'm hoping that might be the end of it, but somebody they probably might do like a verbal match on this one. This is
That's true.
the story might have like a kind of bootleg a little bit.
What do you think they go from here? Hell in a Cell?
Probably. They
Yeah.
might do Hell in a Cell. Either Hell in a Cell or some type of TLC match. Is that still a thing?
What?
TLC matches?
There's going to be one next week on SmackDown, but I haven't seen a TLC match in a hot minute.
It's been a while.
Dude, look at this. He pulled the referee away from checking on Damian Priest and made him lift his hand like that.
Power move.
Yes.
Wham.
No, I'm down for Drew McIntyre. Like, he's such a wrestling fan, and in many ways is just happy to be there, but also takes it so seriously and gets so into it. And he knows every moment of what to do when.
Great finish. It was great, but not happy. It was Drew, Karen says.
I get it, Karen.
Yeah.
I thought it should have been Damian too, because Drew could have afforded the loss more than Damian.
And it really all depends on what's going to happen tonight. But Drew and Cody makes a lot of sense.
He seems kind of. You might
Collarbone? Collarbone.
He's bubbling up and say he can breathe.
So this probably is legitimate, folks, because they're cutting to a promotion right away.
Right.
So they're wanting to get him out of there.
All right, my friends.
You're leaving?
I gotta dip. I gotta go make some dinner. But I will be joining.
Check
the show when I
out
get home.
every Sunday night
If you
at
comment,
6
I will
p.m.
make fun of you.
See you, brother.
As always.
Weekly Reds Roundup on ESPN 1410. If
Best
you're
team in the
Dayton-
majors.
Roundup.
Best
you
team.
did
When are you going to interview me about my expertise?
24 runs in one game, man.
No, but if you're a Reds fan, he's got the best show in the land. You can also get it on iHeartRadio and Odyssey apps. 6 p.m. every Sunday night.
Appreciate it. All right, and I'll see you guys on the stream here in a little bit.
You better comment.
Oh, for sure. I've already shared too.
All right. Great.
Yeah, I hope he's okay too, Karen. Like that.
You know, yeah, I hope so
He
too.
fell off the top rope through two tables. The
Yeah.
tables slow you down a little bit, but
But that,
that's a long.
It's a
drop
10-foot
for a
drop.
Large
Yeah.
man.
I hated doing that. I haven't done it in years and years, but going from the top rope to the floor through tables, not the easiest thing to do.
I bet. It's up for delivery. Last one match in Australia.
You see, this is going to be a date.
Yeah.
Hey, tell your mom happy birthday a different day.
You know what? I'm thinking about you like, hey, mom, you know
Hey,
what?
give her the John Cena.
Your time, her time is up. Your time is now.
You can't see
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't see me at your birthday party.
Yeah. Full John Cena at the birthday dinner.
Exactly.
Man, those NFL. Jameer Gibbs is the Detroit Lions.
What?
Detroit up.
Oh, okay.
Jameer? Okay. Didn't I hear he was thinking about a comeback?
Yeah, it was saying he's trying to come back.
There's Tony.
Yeah.
Man, that roast is going to go so poorly. The wrestlers do not laugh at themselves well.
No, not at all.
Not only is it going to go bad, but like, are they airing it live? I can't imagine them airing it live without controlling. Without controlling.
All
what
of
they
his
were gonna
shows
say.
are on a 2-week delay. You guys, everybody, look up the
What?
Kill Tony episode with Ric Flair as a guest, and that's how sensitive wrestlers are. He walked out. So, like, Kill Tony's whole bit is like, boom, we got a panel of comedians.
Mm-hmm.
We pull out a bucket. Like, you get 60 seconds to do a set. Like, you can be established. You can be your first time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we give you, and we can teach you and help you out, or we just make fun of you.
Right.
And Ric Flair was so uncomfortable with publicly making fun of someone that he literally just walked out of the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sheesh. I'm going with Braun on this one.
Braun.
Yeah.
But with this one too, guys. I mean, this has to be some drama to it, right?
Yeah.
Like, so what do you think is going to be the outcome here? Having two Judgment Day members in the same match, especially someone gonna leave, someone gonna turn. What do you think?
Judgment Day gonna work together, but then it's gonna go
Backfire.
Yeah, it's gonna go crazy towards the end of the match with Braun coming out the winner. Or Penta might join.
Penta might join.
Penta might join because
Yeah.
Dom, he was on the whole tip on getting Penta to join.
You know, we talk about it a lot, but like for being in his mid 40s, Finn Balor certainly still has it.
It looked like he had a carb in years.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think I found the perfect person to add to the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
What if we add Penta to the Judgment Day?
Is that a good fit?
Well, with Judgment
Penta?
Day,
Yeah, Penta.
he might switch up his look a little bit. I mean, he still have the match and everything. But
I think Penta's got it. Like he's an ultimate babyface at this point.
Yeah.
yeah, he is. But you know, they might switch up a little bit.
I think you got a good point. Like it would be the shocking thing to do.
Yeah. But like I was saying, he could probably switch up the mask a little bit, come out with a darker mask,
Yeah.
darker face paints, things like that. Yeah, we'll switch up like that.
Yeah, I think you like people are very into him now.
Yeah.
But like I know this is all business talk, but like what kind of merchandise do you think Penta moves?
Oh, hello.
Lots. So would turning him heel here make sense? Or would turning up like part of me wonders like what if you just turn the Judgment Day babyface,
Yeah.
push out Liv and Raquel,
Mhm.
add Dakota Kai and somebody else,
Yeah.
and then kind of change it up and keep him babyface? I don't know. Add Damage Control maybe. All
You
both
can probably
of
put
them.
them in control in there because just
Yeah.
Dakota Kai and Io Sky. I don't know why, but I was always a fan of like tassels. When somebody put tassels in gear, like when Ultimate Warrior had tassels around his boots.
Boots and biceps.
Yeah.
Tassels is definitely kind of fell out of fashion in the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
But now that things are a little more flamboyant, I think they're coming back. Karen says, I don't know, but for sentimental reasons, I want Balor, but I don't think he's going to win. Okay.
Well, yeah.
What sentimental reason are you referring to? So what do you think? Do you think Breaker loses here and he goes on to the championship stuff?
Could be.
The thing with the Fatal 4-Way is it's first person to get a pin, first person to get a submission.
Yeah.
So the champion is at an extreme disadvantage. What a great outfit.
That's a dope scheme.
Green and gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got the pinwheels.
Yeah.
Man, those floating screens are fantastic.
I love it. I wonder how long it takes for them to set up a stage like that.
All week. All week.
Yeah, they were setting up all week, weren't they? Like,
Not only do you have the stage like this, but you got all the trap doors
yeah,
and the pyro and the lasers.
and I know they got to do like hella rehearsals too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The entrance is almost more important than the
Oh, no
match.
doubt.
This-
I mean, it probably took over 1,000. I'm not exaggerating. It probably took over 1,000 people to put this whole thing together.
Oh yeah.
The stage, the sound, the pyro, the lasers, the floating screens. Easily 1,000 people.
And everything's got to be perfect. No
Yep.
centimeter off or nothing.
Well, and you're right about that. Like perfection. Like they haven't. I couldn't even tell you the last time WWE had a glitch. Did you?
True.
Did
No,
you?
I really can't say. Now, if it was like back in the 80s, where they just had a curtain and the big
guardrails.
block WWF sign, man, they wouldn't even have to take all week.
Like the Raw said, it was just the 3 big Raw letters.
Yeah,
You walked out between the A and the W.
Yep.
You know what's kind of interesting is like if you look into the crowd, everybody that you saw last night you see tonight.
Yeah.
Same spot, same seats.
Yeah,
I mean, so far this show has been.
Oh, I love it.
Better.
Yeah.
Like,
So
the first 2 matches are incredible.
So last night we saw the SmackDown before the real Mania.
Yeah. Do you think he's too sinister looking to be a good guy or babyface good guy? Or do you think it's like just enough?
I think he's just about.
I think his I know that his look has a lot of like lucha libre inspiration, but in America, his look, his outfit, his gear, his mask is so unique that he stands out so much. I know it's tribute to a bunch of other people, so don't like hate on me because I get it, but most people aren't in deep like I am.
Well, at some point, it's fun to be in deep. It's fun to be a smart fan. But at the same time, like, why can't we still enjoy this?
Right.
Look at that scene. Look at that crowd.
Look at those people standing room only on stage.
Ah. Hey.
There we go.
That mask.
His mask was stuck.
Dirty Dom.
Dirty Dom Mysterio.
Got to get in on this.
Oh, yeah.
Get into it, man.
I'll partake in a little bit.
That entry with the pants.
Yeah, I like that.
Karen says, I want to see Penta win. I think that's a pretty common,
Right.
you know, I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong, but you think Penta needs the win here like the other before or what?
I think they might have to do a little bit more with Braun. So
Well, that's what, yeah. Like, remember when Gunther lost to Sammy and then he was like immediately a main event guy?
Yep.
Do you feel like that's what's going to happen here? Also, dude wipes are great. I hate that they're
all up on the
everywhere.
I'm a big supporter of Dude Wipes.
It's a huge supporter.
Those people dump dirty dogs into the toilet. Looks like he's been in the gym, doesn't it? Couldn't get the mask off.
You sure didn't.
Great jacket, though. WrestleMania white.
Yep.
Jack it off. Let's wrestle.
Another mask. Yellow.
I don't understand it.
What?
Explain the yellow to me.
I don't know. We look like you about to go clean the sink or a toilet or something.
Yeah.
Gloves on.
I think that's to your point, like Vince wasting people.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, he's 5'11" and 190. He couldn't possibly be world champion.
Look at those hands. You think those hands say world champion? Damn it! No! Damn it!
He's 5'11".
It's 186 pounds. I can blow him away.
Do you remember how like Jericho when he went to WWE was like all beef like right away?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he put on like 30 pounds.
He sure did.
And then that night he beat Triple H in the opener.
Yeah.
That crowd was
They went crazy.
100% into it. And he never sniffed it again for what 3 or 4 more years?
Yeah, it was been a while. Damn it.
Remember how big Rey Mysterio was when he came to the
Oh
WWE?
yeah, he was like a little softball, the sphere.
Dominic Mysterio, at least in theory, have a massive advantage here if they can team up together and take out their two
He's got a dope song.
So is there any chance the Dom wins here?
I can see it. They're teasing. Dom is just there. It is. Yeah,
There's a patch.
Dom is a superstar waiting to break out.
Agreed.
He's just on the cusp.
Agreed.
Oh, yeah, we got ranch.
Got the ranch?
We got ranch.
For those of you joining us across the country, ranch in the Midwest is like the premier sauce.
True story.
The Steiner, who we can't or won't call a Steiner for some reason that we all
Yeah.
know. There it is. Yep. WrestleMania White, ladies and
White.
gentlemen.
White and blue.
I kind of like, as much as a history geek that I am, and I love when people are tributing whatever.
Yep.
I wish he would just do his own book
Not do his daddy.
because the
singlet,
the singlet with the neons and abstract colors are it doesn't fit his personality.
Yeah.
Like it didn't fit, Rick and Scott's personality either,
Yeah.
but it fit the time.
But it was the early 90s.
Yeah.
So, like, that was the look.
So would you put Braun in?
Me?
Black trunks.
He's got the Goldberg tattoo on his shoulder. I'd almost just make him like Goldberg. I would have like a logo for him.
Yeah.
The Kane Corso logo is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But like you're right. Like unless Braun is very adamant that he's doing the neons and the stuff like that, then I wouldn't.
Develop his own look.
Right.
Become his own man. Don't be Rick and Scott Steiner's kid. Like be groundbreaking.
I just wish they'd keep him a Steiner. It's like it's so silly to do all this stuff.
Question for you, Tom.
Yes, sir.
If you was to put him in like black trunks and like the boots that you wear, what type of style of boots are those? The you wear?
Short boots? Yeah, I got short like boxing boots.
Okay. Big, don't you have some of
Look
those
at
too?
him. He's having a moment.
And you said those work a lot better in the ring?
So I've destroyed my ankles wrestling. And like the boxing boots, they're very light, but they don't have a ton of ankle support.
Oh.
So like I wear an ankle brace with the boxing boots, but like with wrestling boots, it's almost like running in a cast. You know what I mean? Like, they're very stiff.
Oh wow.
It really just depends on how I feel.
So you kind of like have to work them in. To...
Lands on his feet. Parker walk, surf walk, faces Robin in WrestleMania.
Oh! That is a 250-pound man. Those boots are great.
Yeah, I like the boots.
Unbelievable.
Nothing against
Freakish.
Finn Balor, but we got three. Like this is the future of the WWE right here.
Yeah, I don't.
Finn's just a little bit older and only has so many years left in him.
Wrestling at that pace too.
Military press the power with ease and in a quick play. 250 pounds of jealous knife. Be careful. Oh, good night. He just spears Dominic. Sure walk here tonight. And Balor breaks things up. Well, first, he don't need those dude whites up for that connection to his. You're on your own.
He needs the dude wipes.
Possible after the super spear, and Finn might be needing some dude wipes as well.
I mean, I'm surprised. It's an all Braun Breaker in this.
Right?
I figured they'd do one of those deals where
I think they're getting ready to take him out.
take him out early, and then he gets a big comeback. But
Balor's 1 for 3, so 66% chance failure there. 129.
oh, hello. So you said Penta's kind of older too?
No, I'm saying that Penta, Dominic Mysterio, and Braun Breaker are the next big things in the
Yeah.
And nothing against Baylor. Baylor's just early 40s.
40s,
Yeah.
That's not saying that. I'm not dissing anybody. It's just the older you get and the more you do this, the more wear and tear it takes on your body. And unfortunately, with wrestling, like, oh my goodness. When you're older,
Oh!
if I was in the back, I'd be waiting with the ball back. If you kip up in the ring, you're getting it right in the kneecap when you come back.
Really? You don't like to keep up?
It's not that I don't like it. It's everybody's doing it. It's not special anymore. But like
Don't do keep up when come here.
when you get to be in your 40s and you get like that big injury, maybe you tear your ACL or you tear your Achilles, you're pretty much done.
Yeah.
You know, your healing process is slower as you age, and then on top of that, it's like you got to get back in shape because you've been sitting on the couch for 8 months. It just is like Tom likes to say, the next match could very well be the last match.
Right.
Where'd Carlito come from?
I think Puerto Rico.
It's Puerto Rico.
And there's a new Puerto Rican restaurant. They're not sponsored yet. In Dayton. Man, do I love it.
What is it?
The freaking Ricky.
Freaking Ricky.
So it's an interesting story tale. Karen says the crowd. What do you mean? Wow. There it is.
Oh, another one.
Another nip up.
So both kneecaps.
Both kneecaps. That was a belly to belly suplex. He didn't even put his hips into it
At all.
That was just all him throwing them. If you're a wrestler and you're watching this, use your athleticism to put your opponent over, just like Dominic does, just like Finn Balor does.
Don't keep up all the time.
Don't give up.
I
It's just
learn something every day.
it's not all about offense, but like it's the J-Lo. Well, we can't talk about that.
Ah!
You're gonna use the J-Lo analogy, but we can't talk about that. But like, let's say your favorite ice cream is chocolate.
Mhm.
Okay, you come on Monday, you have some chocolate ice cream. A great end of the day, right? Because you
Right.
love chocolate ice cream.
Right.
Tuesday, you have it. Well, I had some yesterday, but I do like chocolate ice cream, so I'm going to have it again. By Wednesday,
Done.
you're done with the chocolate ice cream. You don't want it.
Oh,
The crowd is in. Oh. Wow.
oh boy.
Did you see that crowd come up for him?
Yeah.
You're right, Tom.
They've been touching him.
So I teach this class on Monday nights. We had 2 students that were brand new, and I was trying to teach them how to do a schoolboy pin, and somehow they got so tied up that one of them gave the other one the penta driver. And I was like, "How did you even get to that?"
Oh wow.
Sierra was there for it. It was great.
Might get some in a little bit. I bet y'all got like a whole bunch of stories from
Training?
training. Yeah.
Oh,
Y'all can just write a book about it.
The super kick has definitely replaced the hip toss.
Right. But in this instance, with Penta being so much smaller than Breaker, that was a decent just strike. A leveling out of the genetic lottery, so to speak.
Wow.
You know what? I like the Destroyer when it's done like that on the run.
Yeah.
It just makes more sense.
Look at Carlito out there. He put on tights. He's got WrestleMania gear.
He showed,
He showed up in joggers with
He
long.
was ready to go. He got the white boots and everything. But I didn't know this. I didn't know I thought he was a little bit younger than me. He's not. He's 48.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh.
Wild. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was a 48-year-old man who just took a spear through the table.
Jeez.
Hey, John Cook, to answer your question, apparently Lex Luger decided not to show up to WrestleMania because working the autograph table at WrestleCon was more profitable.
Really?
Yes, so Lex Luger made a conscious decision not to show up for WrestleMania.
You didn't miss anything, John. Apparently,
Yeah.
just want to cash in on his Hall of Fame appearance. What are they chanting?
I'm not sure.
Man, he looks just like his dad. I know that's a dumb thing to say, but don't you just look at him and see Rick like right away? Like he's got the same eyes, nose.
Rick without the earmuffs.
Yep. That crowd is ready for a Dominic Mysterio win.
Easily.
Oh, woo!
You think about this last night, instead of like Phoenix needed it.
Yeah.
But last night, Dominic came out to defend his dad's honor.
Yeah.
How over would that have been?
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
man.
100% babyface
And
turn.
I hate to wish a injury on anybody, but Loki, Rey Mysterio's injury is probably the best thing
Oh!
for wrestling as far as Phoenix.
Nice.
Holy shit!
What?
Look at this audience.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kittle's feeling it.
Yes.
You know what?
Wow.
That was John. Tell us a little bit more about what you liked about Lex Luger. He was very, very good. And something else that we didn't really make mention of, or nobody does, is that the preeminent stables and factions in wrestling, the 2 top ones are definitely the Four Horsemen and definitely the NWO.
Yeah.
And Lex Luger was in both.
Sure
He's
was.
the only dude who was in both.
Sure was.
Up here we go. What's next? Nothing.
Oh, we don't save it for tomorrow.
Man.
That crowd
Look at
is
them.
loving it.
Yes.
And you know them at the WrestleMania crowds, man. They be going crazy.
But Dom's just undeniable. Like nobody doesn't have an opinion about it.
Yep. And then, you know, a lot of people in wrestling didn't like him, specifically because they thought he was a Nepo baby. Okay, your dad's like the greatest luchador of all time. Now his son is in the business. And when they were a tag, I thought he was an okay baby face when they were in a tag together.
I didn't like him at all.
You didn't like him at all?
No,
Okay, why didn't you like him?
He was generic. He had no personality.
Yeah.
He could do the moves, and you know as well as I do, that doesn't matter. There was no connection beyond that. He looked so out of place, and then somewhere he developed some confidence in this character.
Him being in the Judgment Day did a lot for his career.
Yeah.
So, you know, he was in that learning tree with Finn Balor and Damian Priest at the time.
Right. And Finn Balor's contributions to wrestling, you know, go greatly unknown. Like he was a big trainer. He's up so many people in the start.
Very big in Japan, too.
Yeah.
He was, his real name is Fergal Devitt. And he
Look at this.
Look at this, man.
Oh.
Sorry to cut you off, but like, look at this.
This is unexpected, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd hated this kid.
Every time he came out, we wanted to start talking.
And it wasn't hatred. In wrestling, we have a term called "go home heat." It's not like with Ric Flair where you're booing him just because you're supposed to boo Ric Flair. It's like get off my TV. That's what Dominic had.
Yeah. No, I didn't like him at all. Like that was the most glaring. Like I got a job because of my dad.
Right.
That I'd seen in forever. Hacksaw Jim Duggan on a Snickers commercial in 2025, right after Dominic Mysterio wins the fatal four-way.
You want to talk about wasted? I think Hacksaw was wasted.
Oh, let me know.
Oh yeah.
Like when they started getting him into the Team Canada janitor thing.
Oh my God.
His work was unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was so good.
He had him cut his hair and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. But same time, he was fantastic as just like a lovable. He's like Forrest Gump, you know what I mean?
Much.
Like this guy's like a little slow, but you love him, right?
Right.
But you go back to his mid-South days, and he was just
Yeah, he was a beast.
You know, an NFL player, like 275 pounds and just muscle.
Man, this 4D thing.
Oh, cool.
That looks awesome.
So they got Cosmo in LA and they got one in San Antonio.
I'd probably have to sit all the way in the back though to get full effect.
Yeah.
You sit up all the way front. No.
Am I an old man that I don't know who any of these people are?
Well, I mean,
Mostly from the UFC.
What is with everybody looking like their teeth are so wide it looks like they got like some sort of like they got a mouth guard in or something like. Like Roman Reigns last night, his teeth were too white. It was distracting.
They were very white.
Didn't know it. Great actor.
Yeah. The new episodes every Thursday exclusively on Peacock. Well, the Fountain of Las Vegas is the official hotel of WrestleMania 41, and WWE returns tonight with the Road to WrestleMania featuring Tony Hinchcliffe and NXT this Tuesday.
Question for the chat.
Tickets on sale now via Ticket.
Oh, that was great. Do you think the rest of the show from here on out is going to live up to the hype?
I'm thinking so.
You think so?
Start.
Those three matches were so good. It's going to be real hard to follow them.
We gotta have a popcorn match here soon.
And unfortunately, it's probably going to be the girls' tag
Yeah.
unless
They bring somebody out.
it's Becky Lynch.
If it's Becky Lynch,
I mean, Raquel and Evils or Liv and Raquel will still probably retain.
oh yeah.
But if it's Becky Lynch, I think people will be into it. Is it just me, or when they showed her at the Hall of Fame, she looks kind of
I want to see about this one
So,
too.
All right.
Nina Lay says night 2 definitely is already better in her opinion.
Nina? You're right. I mean, it feels like a different kind of energy.
No, last night was a SmackDown before
Yeah,
the real WrestleMania.
and not to take anything away from anybody last night, the matches were really good. But this is on another intellectual and emotional level.
But it's also like where we train the fans once the
Right.
Last night we gave them a very straightforward show with nothing,
Yeah.
and we're saving everything for tonight.
And tonight is a bunch of buffoonery.
You gonna get somebody that's gonna hate on it too.
Yeah.
It's always that one.
That's the Cavassier.
Kev, I know he's going for the Cavassier. Kev's going straight for that Cavassier.
That's H2.
Hey, girl in the pink, can I have some ice, please?
Luger is just my dude. I just picked him. Hey man, Luger was like my favorite. Like 1986, like Lex Luger with the flexing. That was my dude. Yeah, and I hate all the hate that he's gotten for not being a great worker. Like he was an overwhelming personality.
Yes, please.
No, I'm good.
So Luger was definitely your dude. But let me ask this. What finisher did you prefer, John? Did you like the torture rack or the bionic elbow? Yeah, those were the two he had.
The bionic elbow was very
Pile
simple.
driver, yeah.
The bionic elbow was real simple, and you just pull it off right in there.
I like
Not anybody else.
the bionic elbow is great because he could do it to anybody.
Yeah.
Not that he wasn't strong enough to do it to anybody. He definitely was.
Right.
But I remember watching him, and this isn't even his fault. It was probably more like he was he had Brian Knobs trying to get him into the torture rack.
Yeah,
and he was struggling to get him up, but Brian wasn't helping him at all whatsoever. It was just 100% sandbag.
No, the torture rack, when you really think of it logically, is just a stupid move.
I mean, it's a quick tap out, but you're right. It's not it's hard to set up.
So
for
many
it.
ways to get out of
Right.
it. It's so hard to legitimately get somebody into it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, John, I'm with you. The torture rack, it looked so cool. It showed off his bicep. It was perfect. It showed off his pecs. It showed off his abs.
Yeah.
It was just a stupid move.
John says the torture rack,
Yeah.
how he cranked his arms before he did it. And you're right, too, John. That's true because he could that perfect physique.
One of those things that are missing. What he's talking about is when he's trying to get the crowd hyped.
Yep.
Yeah, yep. I love every time he did that.
Yeah. Jake used to do it with the Snake Roberts used to do it.
And
I'm
that's
sorry
why-
to bring up snakes. You just got
Yeah.
Ah, listen to that.
He's scarred.
No, I'm good. I think that's why I come up with the whole thing with before we go on break.
Right.
Something simple like that.
I kind of hope Randy and Cena have their last match together.
Right. I don't want to see Randy lose. This is my only issue going into this. He's been so good
for so long.
I'm in the minority here. I'm sure. I know the time-honored tradition, blah blah blah. I don't want to see Cena going out on his back. I don't.
They're gonna plan for Cena.
I want to see him, do a hill run, have a redemption arc, and go out on top.
Yeah.
Mainly because it's such a different business. Instead of embracing whoever is the last guy to pin him, you just hold it against them. Yeah, you had to do that.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. The time-honored tradition of somebody losing on their way out was so I can say, I ended his career. It's like a notch in your belt.
Right. But now everybody knows the tradition. Everybody's down. And they're just going to resent whoever is the last person to pin him. Look at this man perfectly natural.
Yep.
Passing these.
Every 47-year-old man looks like this.
Right. Me at 44, I'm almost there.
Look
3 more
at-
years, I'll look just like that.
Everybody sitting along to his thing.
Dude, when they first started the sing-along, I loved it. I now hate it.
You don't like it no more?
They take too long.
Yeah.
They just sing it they sing like the whole song. And I get it. It's fun. I'm not trying to deprive anybody from a good time. But with the guy standing in the ring with a mic in his hand for like 3 minutes while the audience sings, it's like.
I'm on both sides of that because I know it's just eating up valuable time.
Right.
But also it's creating an atmosphere where you're watching at home and you're like, I want to be a part of it.
Right.
So
they to your point, that's nice, the snake with the chyron, that's really cool. But like every minute that a wrestling show is live on the air costs several thousands of dollars.
Oh, yeah.
So if 5 of those minutes are sing-along and you got 4 wrestlers like that,
right.
You're now into like 15 minutes of the show just being them standing there while somebody sings. Right? And that's taking someone else's time up.
Also, side note, he's in his old school blue and
I'm
yellow.
about to say that too. This
Look at him.
debut colorway.
That's the first time he hasn't been in black in I don't know how long.
Kev, where does this song rank all-time wrestling themes? Top 10, top 20, top 5?
I would say top 10.
Top 10? The lyrics are just so sinister, man. If you Google the lyrics, it's great.
Great song to work out to, too.
John Cook says, yeah, it would be great to see Cena face Randy Orton for a last match. Randy deserves another championship.
Yep.
Agreed.
I agree.
Great comment.
Randy Orton could be the last guy and beat Cena and then not be held against.
Yeah.
But if it's like Austin Theory, no.
No. Talk about a bucket of cold water. Austin Theory went from.
Oh my God.
I'll tell you one thing, whoever it is going to get their WrestleMania moment, and it's going to be courtesy.
Do you think it's natural for a 47-year-old man to be that lean and vascular?
Yeah.
And that large?
Something like that.
Yeah. You know what? Now that he's this old, I like him as a babyface.
Right. Because he went through those Charlotte hate years and all that. Like, wasn't that long ago his music would hit and they're just being grown. Not even like a boo, just a, oh no.
Right. Oh!
Wow.
Shit.
Wow. TNA?
Oh, this is perfect.
Say his name.
This is perfect. So Randy Orton's going to beat him, and it's
Yep.
not going to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
At all.
Now here's the question. Randy is TNA champ?
Dude, I'd love it.
I would love it too.
I'd start watching TNA. Man, he had a Royal Rumble spot. The Mania match with fucking Randy Orton.
Like it's this guy is so over.
He's very over.
Why are they not putting him?
Well, I think they gotta work with the whole little contract and modification.
It is kind of a newer thing because technically WWE doesn't own TNA. They just have a working partnership, talent exchange. This dude was like working indies like a year ago.
Right?
He was probably working the Indies last weekend. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's not.
He's gonna be a square circle wrestler this weekend.
Please do not get confused about the TNA payouts. You can work one day a month,
Right.
do a bunch of tapings.
You have to wrestle on the
You're not.
indies.
You're not making the livable wage.
What do you think the payout is for a TNA show? I think they probably the top people make what do you think, 3,500 to 5,000? But you're only working once a month,
Right.
so like,
Right.
or unless you're doing a house show.
I would bet like most guys would make it like 100, a couple hundred.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're just lower on the card, he's higher on the card, and they're trying to keep him that way.
John wants to know who's going to win the match. Hey, Adam, I didn't see you, bud. I'm sorry. Thanks for joining us. John wants to know who's going to win the match.
Randy Orton's going to win, and it's not going to hurt anybody. It's going to make Joe Henry look so much better. And it's great that like none of the guys that are rumored to be coming back are going to come in because they can't lose their first match, and nobody wants to see Randy Orton lose today.
This is perfect. This is like a perfect,
to
your point, booking here.
Everybody watch this and see, like, being thrown in to the deep end is an understatement of what just happened to Joe Henry.
Well, he's wrestling in front of like 500 people at the TNA studio, and now he's in front of 62,000.
In a one-on-one event.
Well, yeah!
Yes. Like, he's had big moments in the WWE before, but, like, nothing on this.
And for those of you who aren't familiar with Joe Hendry, he is the TNA wrestling champion. And this character is just kind of like, for lack of a better word, corny white guy. But he makes it work and he gets it over.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that, Kev?
Yeah, I agree.
He's kind of like an athletic Pee Wee Herman. I don't know.
I believe this is the first singles match of his I've ever seen. I'm familiar with him only because people share stuff and I'm in the loop, but I've never watched any of his videos. I've only seen what he's done with the WWE. There we go.
And this too, you guys want some insight. The seasoning here is definitely different. Like you could see Joe Hendry like trying to think about what's coming next and position himself in such a way. It's very indie style. Whereas Randy Orton's obviously wrestling the what I like to call main event style in WWE. It's a lot slower. It's a lot more about storytelling. It's a lot more about storytelling, and that's what makes WWE, of course, so great is because they're such great storytellers. But Joe Henry's a good wrestler.
But
Go ahead, Tom.
also, you cannot underestimate in your head as a performer going up against somebody on your level that your peers with is a fun event. But going one-on-one with a guy
Hall of Famer
on the stature of Randy Orton, it's a whole different ballgame. Not only is like I don't want to mess up and make him mad, I don't want to screw this match up and blow my spots, but also like if you're the guy that hurts Randy Orton at 45 years old and ends his career by doing something that like the pressure of this match is, I don't think we can just use words to actually describe it properly.
Agreed.
So this is a real like sink or swim moment.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, there you go.
Another give up.
Another shot for you.
All right. A little more water.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Oh!
Gotcha.
Over. Please be over. Yes.
Good match,
That was
though.
a great match.
Did what you needed it to do.
Yes.
Not every match has to be.
Like this is like. There's no shame in losing to Randy Orton.
And let's be honest too. Randy sold his ass off. For him.
Oh, no doubt.
Like made him look really legitimate. It wasn't like he was,
Right, John. This is exactly what I should have been. Adam, and it was definitely out of nowhere. There we go.
The face he made.
Like great job, kid, but you're not there just yet, right?
Right.
That's good.
And this isn't like him being buried at all. So if anybody ever says that, they're just not intelligent.
John says that finish was great. You're right, John. That was a perfect use of him.
Here it is. This is the make or break moment. This
That's
is
right.
Give him another RKO. Fun him.
Look at all these people.
Look at that. Like, he's trying so hard not to cry right now.
How could you not?
Right.
How could you not?
For the TNA World Champion Joe Hendry.
Here's the big question. Was he even in Vegas yesterday?
Ah.
I'm sure he was for the.
Yeah!
Also, flip side of this, everybody was real excited about the partnership, and I was like, I don't know, because if the neighbor kid comes over with all their toys and then starts leaving with your toys, it becomes less of a good partnership. And their heavyweight champion just lost in 4 minutes on WrestleMania.
It is so. Yeah, I get it.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, it's great, but
Wow.
There it is. Great.
best in the business.
He's got that tour bus money.
Tour bus money. So what do you guys think of that match? John says RKO.
I want to know.
Here,
man.
Let us know in the chat. That was perfect.
Also, what do you think about like TNA sending their best guy out to just be squashed, essentially?
I mean, it's
I know that we're looking at it like it was a great moment, blah blah blah, but like from an old school business standpoint, their top guy is
squashed.
so many
Right.
levels below a guy that's not even in the championship, title.
I mean, he's levels below, but it's got you can.
No.
It's potential for more eyes to be
Exactly.
in TNA.
Exactly.
But I've seen this guy on WWE before.
But also the old school like mentality of like a fan looking at this, like fans don't look at it. Like they know the secret's out. Like
no doubt.
the secret's out. They know this is a promotional tool.
This next year? LA?
LA.
Oh, nice.
SummerSlam?
No, that's Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
Huh.
In LA.
Hey, Shooter, Missy, are you listening? I might be coming out in June.
Do you guys like the fact that Money in the Bank is like an
No.
institution now?
No, I liked it as a moment on WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I did too, but hey.
Maybe I'm like, no, not maybe. Definitely an old ass man. I don't like the diminishing of the King of the Ring.
Yeah.
That was such a powerful way to get somebody over. It made Owen. It made Stone Cold. It made all these different people.
They're doing 2 shows that day. Look at that. Worlds Collide. They're bringing about Worlds Collide.
Oh, but you see
Earlier in
Triple
the day.
A, NXT, and WWE.
And then Money in the Bank. Okay.
Honestly, I'd love to go to LA and watch wrestling because that show started at noon.
Yeah.
You're right.
Got there, smoke a little something.
You want
Yeah.
to go?
Well,
You wanna have a
yeah.
safety meeting?
We'll have a safety meeting.
Safety meeting.
That's the old school. Like, what?
That's the old school.
We'll go back and school.
Yeah, yep.
Like, hey, let's go have a safety meeting.
Have a little safety meeting.
Yeah, Rockstar, picnic table.
Yeah, it sure was, yep.
I never participated in the safety meeting.
No.
I was working dangerous.
Hey.
You know what? I hate putting myself over. I really do. But we're already up to 730 views for night 2. We broke 1,000 yesterday.
We love y'all.
Listen, man. We do love you, but like, there's not much that gets me a little verklempt or emotional anymore because I'm old and I've seen it all. And Tom's the same way. We've seen it all. We've done it all. But the fact that you embraced us and card subject changes existed on ESPN for 2 years now, and we're only getting stronger.
Right.
Thank every one of you.
Thank
Every
God.
one of you.
For real,
Every one of
if
you.
you keep this up, I might actually make it into the little lead-in promo. I've been on the show for over a year and still just
Still
big
not in the
Cat with
promo.
Chimera.
That's
Like,
right.
Hey, I'm here.
Well,
And these is right next to
the
you.
gear,
Tonight.
right? The gears of corporate America grind ridiculously slowly. But if you keep pushing us, if you keep supporting us, there's a lot of work that goes into Card Subject to Change. You don't really see. You know, we're out there trying to get sponsors, get promotions going. Kev, Die Hard, we're working on social media. We're trying to make this all happen, and we couldn't do it without you guys watching us and listening to us. So thank you all very, very much. We're going to have some really cool things coming up too here real shortly.
Heart
We'll
to
be
you
able to
too,
talk
Nina.
about. Yep. Thanks, Nina.
What's
We
y'all's
love
favorite
you.
part about Card Subject to Change, our radio show?
It's Kev.
Besides my new hair flip.
Yeah, flip that hair.
Yeah.
I get the hair to flip.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
got
Karen, we
waves.
do have to watch Logan Paul. Adam says we are
So
killing it.
that brings us to another topic that's good for the chat. What do you guys think of Logan Paul?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about necessarily, obviously you're meant to hate his guts. But what do you think about his contribution to pro wrestling? What do you think about Logan Paul as an entity? Because, man, I get it. His whole gimmick is I'm a rich doucher. I want you to hate my guts.
Yeah.
I've got all these connections and I'm very popular. But he brings so much attention
Oh yeah.
to pro wrestling.
Yeah.
So,
And
like,
and the thing that he gets it too, he gets the thing that about the art of wrestling.
right.
You know, he stepped up in there. He's like good as all get out.
Like, I don't think he can work, but I do think he can do the moves
Yeah.
and he can sell a
He
little
can be
bit.
directed.
Yeah.
He can be taught. He can be coached. He can do this. And also, I will say this: if I was at home right now, this is the moment where my daughter would emerge from her bedroom for the first
Yep.
time in 3 days and sit on the couch next to me and watch this YouTube guy that she hates.
But she likes iShow Speed.
Right. She hopes that he gets beats up, and then she hopes that like other people show up.
Right.
Like he brings eyes to the product that aren't there.
So what do you guys think? Nina says, I'm very excited. He's an absolute entertaining watch. You can't deny that.
Right.
He is a great entertainer. Adam, our boy Adam says, I think the Paul brothers are great, especially for younger generations trying to get into wrestling.
Oh yeah.
You're right. Expand on that a little bit because it's not just wrestling; it's boxing too.
It's funny that Joe Hendry is backed up against this match because Joe Hendry is only popular. There's nothing exceptional about him other than he made himself famous on social media.
Mhm.
And that's where the future is. You know,
Right.
if you're looking at cable TV ratings, I don't remember the last time I had a cable subscription.
No,
Period.
you're right.
That's an old person's game. Cable TV is dying.
Oh,
Social media stars are where it's at. So our next stars are coming from
Social media. It's
Or-
clicks, it's likes,
or
it's
the Disney
views,
Channel.
it's shares. Yep, you're right.
You know, not that long ago, I got to watch one of my favorite childhood people, Iron Mike Tyson, face one of somebody like, what was it, The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Like, my daughter watched that show, and her and I sat and watched those guys punch each other. Like,
That's wild.
it's just an insane time.
To your point, you're just talking about this.
Right.
He's live streaming this,
Yes.
his intro.
Look at those seats, man. Like, look at that. Like,
Right.
sitting on the stage.
But
22 grand.
So like from that view, you can't see nothing though.
This match is where I'm gonna enjoy some more beats.
All right.
There you go.
I mean, it's gonna be tough to comment. Like, I mean, we're gonna be able to talk about how good Logan Paul is, but AJ is gonna carry him all the way through this. Nina says, "I love to hate him."
Yep.
All right, Nina. Yeah.
Karen said, "His entrance with the selfie cam is so fitting. Love it."
Yeah, that was a drone.
Hey,
Karen says-
did Bishop and Chimera just get cheese on my
Did I?
Oh, he
Uh-oh.
did.
Got
All right,
cheese on your
sorry.
cheese on your computer.
Let's go.
Yeah, a couple of the shots have caught the drones.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Dude, look at this. Like,
That's too ill,
Man.
yo.
What an intro.
and not only are they just putting on a good show, like they're doing it in a way that's like, I want to be there and be a part of this.
Yeah.
As a guy that doesn't like leaving his house, as a guy that doesn't like fighting traffic, as a guy that doesn't want to, wait in the parking lot, this makes me want to be there.
Karen says, I love heels, but I hate douchebags.
Are you talking to me, Karen?
Ah,
Thomas entered the chat.
you did lead the douche movement one time.
I did
did.
leave the douche movement. And I switched babyface by saying, I'm not just a douchebag, I'm their douchebag.
Right.
And it got the appropriate
Look at that.
reaction.
Look at that.
He's got a drone? That's
Yeah, that was
awesome.
a drone.
This is so well rehearsed, so well done.
What's his chest plate say?
MCV.
What is that? I thought it said Miz for a second, then I was like,
That's what I thought, too.
What? It's a great vest, though.
And this match tonight is presented by the General Insurance. The General Insurance gives you a break when you need it most. No matter what you take it off, look at Paul. He's been incredible at WrestleMania. He's 2-1.
True.
Last year he beat Randy Orton and Kevin Owens in the same match. Logan Paul has been spectacular. Logan Paul is so humble.
Another shout out to the female refs. The female refs are really good.
They be killing it.
Instead, he shows up and shows out every time.
Apparently, it's a cryptocurrency exchange.
Of course it is. Of course he's in crypto. Totally legit business. WrestleMania White.
I love AJ. I hate his music.
What?
You don't want that?
It doesn't fit him.
See,
Like if they remix the beat to make it a little faster. If you think about it, I mean, I could be wrong. Think about like TNA AJ. Would he have like an organ and like as a heel?
Yeah.
Sure. WrestleMania White though, you nailed it.
yeah. But as being a hillbilly, like most hillbillies do love the rap music, so like I feel like it fits him.
You know, back in the day, there was a wrestling country song. It was quite the it was quite the banger. Yeah.
I even liked it.
What was it?
Rapid Scrap.
Oh yeah. Good.
There's only one thing that I hate. It's a bunch of crap.
The best part about that is like when they would try to like pretend it was a concert.
Yeah,
They're not playing the instruments. So
like Kurt Hennig over there trying to play the guitar, and I'm like, come on, man.
I hate that so much.
What?
Sitting in the corner, it's so disrespectful to your opponent. Lounging in the corner.
Every day.
If you're about to fight somebody, would you be lounging in the corner?
No.
What are you trying to say with that? And I get it. Look, people will say, "Oh, he's a heel. He's disrespectful." Doing that or the hammock, you know.
I'm about to say,
Like
like
the
the same as being
yeah.
to the top rope like that.
Like not every like it worked for Scott Hall and Kevin Nash because it worked for the NWO. It was like we don't care about wrestling and we don't care about WCW. But like with everybody else doing it, it just doesn't make any sense. Like AJ Styles is a clear Hall of Fame wrestler.
Oh, no doubt.
For not just TNA and not just WWE, but TNA as well. Why would you be like, I'm gonna take this guy easy?
See, the way that I see that, though, as a heel, when I do stuff like that, in a heel perspective, is
I want you to think that I'm taking you lightly. I want to get under your skin. I want you to get mad. I want you to be off your game plan because I do take you seriously, and I want the less serious. I want the more irrational version of you coming against me.
Okay, that's a good point.
Oh.
But also, you and I would have a much better match if I was doing that. You're offended by it, and we went in just a little bit harder because of it. Respectfully harder, like not.
Not like shooting at each other.
Yeah.
Brings the level of intensity.
Like
to
Charlotte and Tiff.
Yeah.
They definitely went a little bit.
I haven't gotten an update on Tiffany. Did you guys read anything? I was kind of looking.
She wasn't there.
Her tooth was fine?
Yeah. I'm gonna say they might have fixed it real good, like right after the show.
Well, what's cool about it? Well, not even they probably fixed it during the show.
Yeah, that too.
WWE's operation backstage, it's like it's unlike anything I'd ever seen. There's doctors, there's makeup artists, there's people who work on wrestling gear. I was gonna say seamstress, but one of them was a guy. Like their operation is just unbelievable.
How'd you like that text I sent you earlier, man? Shout out to John Murray. Man.
Shout out to John Murray. Speaking truth on the internet.
Yeah. I saw that. I'm like, oh.
Are we talking about John's post more?
Huh.
According to his post about the match we just talked about.
Yeah.
I saw that. John Murray Pro.
Yeah, the ref needs to stop that. It's weaponizing the ring. Is it just me, or does AJ kind of seem like he's over wrestling?
He's been doing this for a long time now. It's like
yes.
He wants to retire from the WWE.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do you think he does a pit stop in AEW, or you think he's done?
He might be done.
There's not much of a point to go to AEW because there's not much of a dream match other than maybe him and Kenny Omega.
I would say so, yeah.
He has never really fit in to WWE. Like he was one of the exceptions where he was just a product of good timing coming into the WWE. Because I can't say anything bad about him, but it's been the same version of the same man for the entire
ever since his debut.
Right.
It's just like with Danielson. Like Danielson was white hot with the yes thing, the triple threat, but nobody was really into him before then.
Yeah.
And then after he did that, the crowd was just kind of like we're cool on this dude. You know what I mean? Like that's no disrespect because Danielson's great, but like Karen says John Murray always speaks truth. He certainly does.
You know, I know we were talking about Mathis yesterday and us breaking each other, making Homo references in a match. The only other person to ever break me in a match is John Murray. It was one of those stupid endings to the Rockstar show, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's battling, blah, blah, blah. We're all on the floor. Everybody's diving, blah, blah, blah. One person after another person.
Right.
Murray does his whatever he does, and he rolls out, and he looks at me, and he's like, hey, man, there's some Skittles in the ring. That's my bad. I had to roll under the ring. I was laughing so uncontrollably hard.
Got Skittles in the ring.
That's my bad. You even sound like a jackass.
Yeah.
It's like when Michael Jackson tried to be hard.
Yeah.
So there you are, a 13-year-old boy. Wait.
Damn it, man.
Neverland Ranch.
Was it Bobo or what was it?
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Bubbles was the monkey.
Bubbles in the corner.
Why doesn't this account out at this point?
Right.
This is not a gimmick match. This is just a straight up. There's no stipulation.
She's on
Just
3.
1-on-1. Yeah, she's on 3.
On 3.
They've been out of the ring for 90 seconds. Again, weaponizing the ring. I know I'm an old man, but you're doing it right in front of the ref. You know what they should have done is they should have had that drone zip by her,
Yeah.
get distracted by the drone, and then choke him behind her back. Now you're making the ref look stupid.
You can't have that right here.
Well, it's just the ref is the authority.
How would you distract a female ref? Like dangle Cole's cash in the other corner?
Oh,
Ah.
Cole's cash. Grab him with Cole's cash.
Yeah.
It's
There's a
terrible.
Cole's cash over there.
Oh, really?
Absolutely terrible. Man, there's no doubt about that. This kid's a freak athlete. I mean, he probably has a little assist from our good friend Vitamin S, but
Bless you.
Vitamin S, but you know,
He's still a freak athlete.
still a freak athlete. There's some things you cannot
Right.
inject, and one of them is
You
timing
can't
and
inject
talent.
doing a backflip.
Oh,
Right.
so you talking about the wrong type of shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Vitamin S.
But also, Ben, you'll understand this. Taking the crossroads has to be one of the hardest moves to
Yes.
take, because if you mess up the timing taking it once a little bit, you ruin it.
Yes.
And that first Royal Rumble that he was in, maybe not the first one, but like he was in a Royal Rumble, he was still fairly new, and Cody Rhodes came in with bop, 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 hooked him in for the crossroads. And I was like, oh no, I don't know that he can take this. This is, you're backwards, you're blind, you can't see, you're going off a fill, and if the guy moves a little bit and you think that he moves in a, if you think Cody moved in a way to flip you and you start to go before he goes, or if you go after he goes, you ruin it.
Yeah.
But he landed it perfectly.
That's the freak athlete,
Yeah.
you know. In everything in wrestling, we have learned how to communicate.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We learn how to communicate without talking.
Right.
And so what Tom just explained to everybody was what we call the down up. But it's hard because, like Tom said, you're blind. You don't know when you're turned around. You don't know anything. You just have to feel for the down up. And if the other person flinches,
Right.
and you just start to go,
Because Cody
It's
holds
ruined.
you there for a second
Right.
and poses to the ground. So any one of Cody's movements could be conceived as
the go.
The go. And if you start to go before he goes, yeah.
See, and this is the problem here with AJ. Not that he's not great. The ref's taller than him. And I'm not saying that to disrespect AJ.
Right.
He's fantastic. He's one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion, in the modern style. By modern style, I mean from 2001 to today, he's easily one of the best. He makes it make sense. He does things that are logical, and the crowd is really behind him. But the issue is that he's 5'9". So
Why is the referee bigger than?
yeah,
And he used to, and it doesn't seem like that long ago. He was wrestling at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds
Right.
at the corner.
That referee is tall as hell.
well, this is me being an old man, but back he came and tried out at HWA in 2001. And you guys remember Kevin Kelly?
Yeah,
Kevin Kelly's like, yeah, your stuff looks great, but you're just too small for this company, kid.
Oh, we're talking about Logan there injecting stuff.
AJ, yes.
Yeah.
I remember when the
Again.
first ROH show in Montgomery County, at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds, they had a after party at a place in West Carrollton where I grew up. And they were giving away free food. So I was like, all right, cool. And I went there, and it just so happened, like, I was the first one there, and like all the wrestlers, like, kind of were around me. Like AJ was one of them. And, like, I was a small guy. He was my size.
You're not that small of a guy.
I was then. I was maybe 150 pounds at most at that point. I graduated high school about 120.
Die Hard Tom Moccasin at 150 pounds.
Yeah.
He needs to end this. Don't let Logan Paul get a second win. Let him pick up his offense now. Beat him down, AJ Styles, if you want to win. Styles first of all, flex across the middle.
Y'all
Missed that move.
That was
Brainbuster.
That was dog suplex.
Check out my falling two.
Got his gym tomorrow.
And that too. Logan just felt her out.
Yeah.
His eyes were
Yeah.
closed, and he nailed that kick out perfectly.
As a wrestler, that's one of my
Yes,
That's one of the
Adam, the
things-
drone is awesome.
that's
That's our
one of the things I see when I'm watching wrestling. I'm like, stop that.
yeah.
Like people legit being pinned, just staring at the referee.
Uh-huh.
Like, okay,
Oh, really?
yes, that's one thing. That's a big call out of wrestlers on TV. Close your eyes, feel the cadence, and react.
Well, like, what if you make a mistake and don't kick out?
Oh,
That's
Ref
it.
Tyler does that all the time. He's the worst referee.
Tyler Ref.
Yeah.
Tyler Crow, the referee.
Yeah, seriously, like when I'm being pinned and I need to kick out, and
Nice.
he's my ref. Like I roll over and I'm just staring at him eye to eye. Like you're the captain now.
Rolling senton, yeah.
Tyler!
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh,
Great. That's a lion salt. That ring's a 20 by 20.
Yeah.
That was a lion salt that covered at least 16 feet. Watch this. Holy cow.
And not to mention, like he's what, 6'2", 240?
Yeah.
250?
He's not tiny, but he's not huge.
Right.
yes.
60,000 yet again in the Legion Stadium in Las Vegas.
Hmm.
WrestleMania Sunday. Pull out stuff like that. That truly is
Such a good shot.
to the very
I love
top
that
of
shot.
the industry.
Look at all the people all the way up there.
All up in the upper deck, though. That's
Right.
Someone posted, said those were the cheap seats and there were $400 tickets.
yeah. I told my dad that earlier.
Well, we'll see when they post the gate here probably next week. I'm going to guess it's at least, what do you think, 65, 70 million?
Oh, it had to be.
Well, but besides that, look at the advertisement.
Yeah. Do you guys ever get on those investor calls at all? No.
I should one time just
Yeah.
to see what,
Yeah.
see if I know what I'm talking about.
To the spine. No protection, but somehow pull fire back.
You get on?
I got on like some years ago to listen to it, and you could. It's just like a, if you have a corporate job, it's like you dial it. You can't. Your line is muted. You can only listen.
Yeah.
So it was interesting, but it was a lot of just like, this is our reporting from last month, what we drew as far as ratings, and this is how much money we made in live ticket sales. You got to do that when you're a publicly traded company. But, it's interesting to see, how much money they make, because and every company does this. They only report what they take in. They never report how much it costs to do something, unless it's a movie, right? And in movies, not to get into the big nerd conversation, but in movies, you've got to make 3 times the movie's budget for it to be considered like a successful movie. So it's $75 million. You got to make at least $300 million.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because there's a lot of, stuff to maintain. Nice.
Wow.
Again, great timing, great awareness. It's hard to hate Logan Paul. It really is, for his effort here in wrestling. I mean, not just in this match. It's hard to be like, oh, yeah, this dude sucks. I haven't seen anybody but Kurt Angle be like this good, this fast.
Even like just taking the moves, you think that's the easy part, but like you physically have to let your body go into those positions
Yeah.
and not stiff it up and fight every reaction that you logically have.
Everything in pro wrestling as an athlete is the opposite of you've been trained as an athlete.
Or just your natural instincts.
Right. I mean, how many times have you seen someone start wrestling training and hurt themselves like right away trying to protect their fall.
Yeah.
Who got his knees up and longer than opportunity. That's where the baited in there, and now he's going to pay the price. Look at Paul.
The heat.
Oh
no, not the AJ Styles clash. What a jerk. What a jerk. Yes.
Well, you know good and well you can't do that to me.
Fighting spirit.
I'm really surprised, and you can spank my wrist at home. I'm surprised this has gone this long.
Yeah.
What's this idiot? Who's idiot? Which idiot is this?
Oh, I don't watch YouTube. I have no clue who it is. My
Folks,
daughter-
put it in the comment. What knucklehead
Who's that
Brody
idiot?
is this? What's he got? Oh, Nux?
Nux. Oh, what?
Where did Karrion Kross come from?
Man,
What are you carrying? You didn't get all of that.
Remember Randy Orton and I Show Speed?
Yeah.
I Show Speed laughed just a little bit too hard. And learned not to.
Oh.
It's a weird little storyline. I'm not opposed to it because it's still playing out. But like, I remember when everybody, like maybe a couple years ago, was like, Karrion Kross is the next WWE star.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like, I don't know. See, and that's really
a nice
cool.
move.
But like, you can't do it to everybody.
No.
Now, I don't hate that because it's going to depend on what happens next.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's setting up AJ and Karrion Kross.
Adam says Logan Paul equals good wrestler. There's no denying that. He's a good wrestler, but I don't think he knows how to work yet. But he's a good wrestler.
He takes his vitamins, per se.
Everybody
Well,
knows the vitamins here.
Like,
Let's be honest.
I'm a little buzzed.
Vitamins.
I'm a little buzzed, but take a look at his chest. You see the stretch marks on his chest?
Yeah.
It's because his chest growth happened so rapidly that the muscles pulled his skin and gave him stretch marks across his chest. So the growth and the exercises that he's doing gave him like big stretch marks because the human being's not meant to grow that fast.
Not at all.
You know what I mean?
So what you saying is definitely shots of that.
Oh, yeah, probably. But like, it's a cosmetic business and it's also the lifestyle that he lives.
True.
He's got to have that look in order to be successful.
Also, like, am I the only one that thinks we just totally crapped on AJ Styles' finisher?
Yeah.
I take it, pop right up, give you the same thing, boom, roll to the outside, run a spot, come back in.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that to Damian Priest.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean?
I wonder how many people are going to blame Karrion Kross for that loss. I blame AJ Styles. You had the opportunity to refuse to take it. I want to give some credit to greatness.
He really is not liked.
Right.
Really, really, really.
Welcome back. It's time for the lightning round, presented by Snickers. The topic
You think Miz is done?
is, are you ready?
They don't really use him much
They
anymore.
really don't.
Not that long ago, though, he came out and just had like 3 or 4 like amazing
Yeah.
matches in a row. Like, he's whatever anybody's opinion of him is, he is the best employee.
I would say Hall of Fame.
He's exactly what you want in an employee. Like, you're going to make more money with the CM Punk, but would you rather deal personally with the CM Punk or the Miz, who's just going to be like, okay, whatever you give me, I'm going to make the best of it.
He's one of them ones that you ask him to do something, he's going to go out there and do it. He ain't gonna argue.
Hey, the flag is down again. The flag is down.
Uh-oh.
The flag, Adam has pointed out. The flag is down. Karen, you're right. Good guys never win.
Undertaker and Cody Rhodes in Fortnite. Guys, you do have to admit this. Since Vince has been gone, the crossovers and the cool
Oh my
stuff
God.
have like quadrupled.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Like Vince would have never gone for that.
They could have
Vince, he would still be on that old school mindset.
Yep.
Look at the spear in the corner back there.
Yeah. The games have been great. The 2K games have been good.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, man, I know that we're old. We're old.
They are.
We're old. The SmackDown versus Raw games.
Oh,
SmackDown,
my
Here
God.
Comes the Pain. Those were kind of better than 2K to me.
True story.
There's too many buttons and too many they're making it more complicated.
Really,
Here Comes the Pain was the best one.
WCW NWO World Tour
Yes.
and No Mercy were like the two best wrestling games. Because all you needed was the joystick and the A button and the B button.
Yep.
And that was it.
Said you didn't like Nitro and Thunder.
Well, I thought the game when Nitro and Thunder came out, the gameplay was terrible.
Very.
But the menus and the little promos when you
Yeah,
select
yeah.
somebody, that was really original in my opinion.
That was the best. Oh, okay. Those were the best things on the game. Those rants, those promos.
Yes.
And then once you get to the gameplay, it's like, ugh.
Exactly. I know who that is.
Okay, Terrence. 41-0.
Undefeated record, throws hands, and his family has obviously had a blast. My guys here.
Quavo.
That's an awesome shirt.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, there you go. From Amigos.
Do you think those guys have to pay? Or do you think they get a little invite? What do you think, Kev?
They probably get an invite, but
No, because they always go back to the same seats with
Yeah,
different
they do.
celebrities in them.
they always get an invite. Who knows? Maybe next year we get an invite.
Yeah, that's true. We did get an invite to AEW.
True story.
Sorry about that.
3 hours of my life I'll never get back. All right, here we go. How about two mystery? I know it was accidental. How about two mystery partner matches on the same show?
Right?
All right. In the chat, AJ should have listened to Cross, probably. In the chat, how are we feeling about Liv and Raquel as tag champs?
Right. Do we think Becky's the mystery person?
Becky could be the
Becky
mystery.
Lynch?
Could be the mystery person. Or Nikki Bella.
Look at that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not whistling in a sexy way. Look at that. Now see, that's a tag team.
Yeah.
That's how a tag team should look together.
My Lord.
I got
I'm fine.
I mean, Raquel is the same size as China was.
True.
I think Raquel, but I think she can get there. I think she can get there. Give her some time. Why do you think they don't do female tag teams? And I'm talking about matching gear, a team name, and not an individual name. Why do you think they don't go there?
It's kind of like old school in the fact because a long time ago they had all those teams like Glamour Girls, Jabba Bomb Angels. I'm going to know who else, but it's almost like that old school mindset.
Yeah.
They need to start bringing those back though because you start to get a lot more women on the roster.
It makes sense to make them a team.
Put two people together that's not doing anything and make it work.
But this is how they should look, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of these women tag teams, like they both have red boots, they both have red knee pad covers, they're both wearing red, they both have black trim. Like that's how a team should look. Papa John's is like pizza that's trying to do an impression of pizza.
So 3 out of 10. Huh?
It's not good.
So you like McDonald's?
What's the best local chain? You know what?
You know what?
Not to answer your question first, real quick. Like Southern Ohio, Kentucky, like Appalachia, they love their thin crust pizza.
Yeah.
And it's good. Don't you feel like you could just eat like a whole large by yourself?
Yes.
And then you want more pizza?
Yes.
Because it's like a Lunchable, right?
Pretty
It's
much.
delicious.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
But it's just not that much.
Well, I'll tell y'all what. Happy's.
Yeah, Pappy's.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes, oh my God.
Pappy's from yesterday was the one.
That'll get you raw.
Right. I'm never with any designs.
I am too,
Like,
for real.
I hear what you're saying about Papa John's, and I agree. But like, you get that 3 for
I know I'm biased with Jets to me. Get Jets deep dish.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the
deep
best
dish.
thing.
deep dish, thin crust.
Anytime.
All of it, yeah,
Stuffed
yeah.
crust, all of that. What kind of pizza you like? Yes.
All of it.
Except that Hawaiian style.
I like Hawaii. You guys like Hawaii?
I
Yeah, I
do.
just had a slice, yeah. Like I've had like legit traditional like in New York, having a New York pizzeria. Pizza.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
me too.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's good.
But also, Domino's.
Yeah.
That hits the spot too.
There's no wrong answer.
There's like
But I gotta
some,
tell you,
Yeah,
that,
like
that Papa's pizza, I'm getting that every time I can get it.
oh yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
It's so good.
I wish I lived just a little bit closer so they could deliver to me.
Yeah.
Because this Die Hard H2O is requires delivery.
Oh, who's your
Requires
partner?
delivery.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Lunger Blaze.
Oh! Big Tom Bex!
Karen, I do.
Hey.
I think Karen, to answer your question, I think it will be Becky Lynch.
I am very yes, I agree. I'm going to go out on a limb. How much you guys want to bet? It's going to be Becky Lynch.
We Becky Lynch.
All right.
Oh,
Look at that.
God, don't you just love wrestling, man?
Yeah.
right.
You love it. That girl's crying in the audience. That's why we do this, man. You never know through. Go ahead, Kevin. I'm
Because
sorry.
make girls cry.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, Tom, you've got these emails throughout the years. I have the emails, the DMs. You never know whose life you're positively affecting
Yeah.
through doing wrestling. You
So
know, go
my
ahead.
joke when I'm doing like my posts and I'm trying to be like whatever, make kind of like a thinly veiled like self-deprecating joke about myself. I always do hashtag small town famous. I'm kind of a big deal, and I do that tongue in cheek because I realize that wholeheartedly. I realize to a very small group of people, I am a very big deal to them.
Yeah.
But I also know in the grand scheme of the world, like it's nothing like what Becky's doing right now.
Oh,
But you want to do the
It-
best you
right.
can with what you have for the audience that's dedicated to you and people that look up to you.
Becky Lynch's book is real good. I like it.
Yeah, I listened to the audiobook.
Yeah.
I got
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I got it from the library on Libby.
Got it from the library.
Actually, I just got pages. Book.
And
I
honestly,
gotta get that
this
one
is
too.
probably completely unplanned because that gear looks like she just put it all together backstage like
Right.
last night. I'm not judging it. I'm just saying.
She's in Adidas shoes. Like,
I don't think that she was planning this, especially because she's another one that really with the pageantry. Like,
Yeah.
like last year, wasn't she the one that came out? Like her book just was released, and she had that
Yeah.
big.
Mm-hmm.
the big
Yeah.
flowing
Yeah.
cotillion dress that was made out of the pages of her book.
Yeah, that was dope.
Even when she wrestled Bianca, when Bianca beat her for the belt,
Yep.
when Bianca like cut her hair off,
Yeah.
she came out with that crazy haircut and it was just good stuff, man.
The referee of this match has refereed many of my, probably half dozen
Of your matches?
of my matches. So Indiana boy gone big on WrestleMania. Jason Ayers,
Yeah.
I believe. I'm real bad about keeping up with people.
I like the Dirty Dom choker.
Yeah. I like that there's a couple tattoos that are kind of revealed that I want to see a little bit more of.
Liv is so good.
Yes.
Liv and Naomi are the top two heels right now, like in general, not just like because. And I hesitate to even call Cena a heel.
No,
Because he's split in the audience. Like
I feel like we're going to get a Rock Hogan moment.
Yeah.
Like I don't. I get the point of why. Oh, first match. Look at her correct it though.
Yes. That's called learning how to work, boys and girls. That didn't go like it was planned, but Becky had enough knowledge and talent to just make it seamless. What do you think of the feathers?
Interesting choice.
I think I like the idea of it, but I think I would have like done it as a costume piece and not woven it into your hair. Stupid nip up. What do you think about Lyra Valkyria? I like her. I think she's going to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, she's good, but what I mean is like I think she's going to be a big
I
player.
think this is a big test for her because you could see her legit getting emotional
Yeah.
for Becky coming out. And once the emotions kick in, it's very hard to get over that.
Yeah.
She's doing very well so far.
Oh, great cutoff. Great old school tag team cutoff right there. The ref was looking away from the action. The illegal heel came over, shoved the legal baby face off the top. Bam, starts the heat. I know that I'm speaking a different language, and I know most of that people who are watching who are wrestlers will understand that, but it's got to be simple like that, and it's so much more effective if the referee does not see it.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah. Because that means the ref isn't the bad guy. The bad guys are the bad guys, and that's how it's supposed to be. So,
when you wrestle, who do you want to be, the good guy or the bad guy?
Me?
Do you have a preference?
I'd like to be facing Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
I honestly have no preference, but and I hate talking about myself, I'm sorry. But most of my career, I've been the Kane of the local independent scene. I've been the main event job guy. We're going to give him the belt for a little bit, and then he's going to cut promos. But this is the babyface we really want to be champion.
Right.
So we're going to have him beat Ben for the belt because we know Ben's going to be there to piss people off and make them mad and blah, blah, blah. So, I'm not complaining at all whatsoever, but I don't know that I'm that effective of a babyface. Sometimes it works when people get bored if I'm at a place too long as a heel. But to answer your question, I'm comfortable doing both. But every promotion I've ever worked for has seen me and been like, "You're the bad guy." Just do what I'm asked to do.
It's much easier to get somebody to dislike you than to like you.
Yeah,
that part's true. But you're also the quarterback of the match.
Right,
Every time you're the bad guy.
Same question to you.
If I'm being lazy, being the hill, even though it requires me dictating the pace of the match. And what that means is you have to know when the crowd is done with the shine.
Yep.
You got to know when the crowd is done with the heat. You're going to have to know when the crowd is ready for the comeback. You have to know And then like you got the babyface who's like thinks they know, but you got to be the one that knows.
Right.
This is perfect. Lyra takes the heat.
Nope.
Oh, great. Don't touch, don't touch, don't touch, don't touch, don't touch, don't touch, don't touch.
Wow.
Raquel was going for the pin there.
But to answer your question though, like my last run as a babyface, now I'm having a singles run as a heel in DCW. Having a run as a babyface was great because it meant that I did not have to be there at the end of the match for a bump and feed.
Mm-hmm.
And having to wrestle for 15 minutes, then bump and feed, bump and feed, bump and feed is one of the hardest things you have to do at 44 years old so far.
Oh, wow.
Karen says, you kill it as a heel, Ben, every time.
Yeah,
Thank you, Karen. I work really hard.
Right. He's very dislikable, Karen.
I am.
We all agree.
Especially at Rockstar, we used to go back and forth.
Oh, yeah. Now she's legal. Now, see, they did such a good job concealing everything from the ref. You see how excited the crowd is now?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Becky, but they did such a good job keeping the heat off of the referee that this legal tag, they're into it.
Another right to the face. On the other side, the Liv Morgan. Becky looks in tremendous shape, mate.
She looks bigger, and I'm glad. Because towards the end, before her break, she was looking so thin.
Yeah.
Nice. She's so good.
What a night it was for Hubby, Seth freaking Rollins last night. As I look at it,
What if she turns heel here? Do you think,
Possibility.
by the way, do you think guys think that this is like her comeback, or do you think that it's like this is just a special guest star?
It's, I mean, not to get sexist about it, but it just depends on what she wants as a woman.
Right. No, you're right, though.
You know, she just had a kid. She might want to have more. She's at that time in her life, age-wise, where she has to choose career or family.
Right.
And I understand how that sounds, but that's just.
But it's not. Like
she's at the end of her baby-making years. If she wants a couple more, then it's the end of her wrestling career.
Right. You might be able to do something like this.
Yes.
But it might just be like, and here's the other thing too, is like, to your point, what else does she have to prove? Nothing.
She's already a Hall of Fame career. Easy.
Right.
And this is a Hall of Fame outfit.
What, the feathers?
No.
Are you talking about Liv?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would. I don't know if that would go over in Saudi Arabia.
No.
You know, for as kind of inconsistent as Liv is in the ring, her character makes up for all that.
Right. But at the same time, as a father of a daughter, I'm not sure that I'd be comfortable sitting next to her on the couch watching her in this outfit saying, this is what you should do.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, there's another feel-good moment there.
Yeah.
It's about to be the main event.
Is it really?
9:48.
What movie I love?
Cena and Cody.
What do you guys in the chat? In the chat, you said you hope it's a comeback. In the chat, guys people who are watching, like, what do you guys think about like this that just happened? That's. Why is there 3 belts?
Yeah, there's a lot of belts there.
Oh, she's the Intercontinental Champion. I'm sorry.
They're adding too many belts.
I'm good with women having a tag belt and an Intercontinental belt, but it almost kind of lends itself to why is it? Do you want to give the women their own show at this point?
Yeah.
So that's my issue with it is, okay, first of all, men should have less belts. But if women have the equal amount of belts as the men do. There should be equal amount of female wrestlers. Like, and if there's less, then there should be less belts.
Well, if we're going into the main, I'm using a little moisture. I'll be back. You guys check out this the cupcakes from the cakery here.
Oh, sweet.
A+.
So that good stuff.
I'm good. Got Oreos going.
Oh, man.
Got a little Easter flour there.
Oh, boy. Can't wait. I think the past 2 nights I ate too much.
Oh man, I ate so much last night.
Mm.
Will she sleep?
She was asleep by the time I got home, dog.
Yeah, you got a good drive.
Yeah.
I'm like 10 minutes from here.
Oh, yeah, you good then.
How far do you have to drive?
Like 40 minutes. From Maryland.
Ew.
That's my wife.
Ew.
Ew.
Hey, but like, I remember we were talking about like I pay people to deliver my groceries.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta look into Walmart Plus.
Yeah.
Now, like it legit replaced Amazon for me. And the deliveries, like ordering online through any other service, it's like there's an upcharge and then there's a surcharge and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Now, what it is on the shelf at the store is what you're paying.
Yeah.
The only extra expense is typically the delivery guy.
Oh, really?
Yes.
They
Oh,
also
wow.
have a thing on there.
And you get Paramount Plus for free.
Mm.
You can scan and go while you're in the store. So you don't
Yes.
have to go to the register. It's
Yes.
really
Oh,
good.
really?
You can
Yeah.
scan and go as you put something in the cart, you scan it.
Mm.
But you just gotta check out at the register. You scan it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nah,
They
it,
have a QR code. You scan it, it prints the receipt, and you're done.
yeah,
Oh, legit.
I did a 30-day trial, and I'm a Costco guy, so
Mhm.
like I got stuff in bulk. I mean, bulk.
Mm-hmm.
One day I got out the shower, I went to grab my deodorant. I was like, oh no, I'm out of deodorant.
Oh.
And I went to my spot. I was like, let me grab the other one because I'm a Costco guy.
Oh, yeah.
I got inventory. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh no, I'm out of deodorant. Like I'm legit I ran out of deodorant. Like,
Man.
I can't live all day without deodorant.
Dude.
Yeah, that's a good sign that you're running out of deodorant.
Right.
Right.
But I also like I didn't want to go to the store. I didn't want to whatever. But, so I'm doing the 30-day trial. Like, let me see if Walmart can get it here for me. They do free shipping.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I got free same-day shipping, $5. They sent me somebody brought me the deodorant.
Oh, man.
And I was like, okay, I'm never not going to have this.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you got free Paramount Plus.
Everybody in the chat, what do you guys think of that tag match?
Man.
You know what? Last night, like you said, was really good. Tonight definitely feels like WrestleMania.
Oh, no.
But this has been so good. I don't know, man, because this has been so good. It kind of feels like people are going to still take a dump on night one,
Oh, yeah.
even though it was like good wrestling last night.
It's like the AEW syndrome. It's like if every match is the, to the death,
Yep.
main event, I'm going to kill you
Somebody
before
got
I
to
lose.
lose. Yeah.
I'm going to no-sell this pile driver.
If that happens every single match, by the time you get to the main event, you just want to go to sleep or go
Yeah.
home.
You know somebody going to crap on it, no doubt.
Wrestling fans crapping on stuff. I like this cosmic venue. Like I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I like that.
And this too, like the impact, like the power of WWE now.
Hey,
Oh, you remember that when you were a little kid, right, Tom? Like you had to go.
closed circuit.
Yep, you got to go to the movie theater and watch
Yeah,
wrestling on the
yep.
closed circuit.
I thought you
They're literally standing on $1 billion aircraft cheering for WrestleMania. That's America, folks.
Trump's America.
America.
That's America.
It's quiet.
We going into it?
Hey.
There we go. Who's going to catch one? What do you think? A-Town Down Under?
Mm-hmm.
A-Town Down Under?
Probably.
What's going on with those guys? They're not on this show.
What a great piece of art. What do you mean?
There's so many guys that are on this show that are so
That
good.
need to be. Even a backstage segment.
Yeah. This card is very lean. But here's the thing,
But I
too.
like it though. Like I used to complain about like the battle royals, the ladder matches, and all this, like just giving everybody a spot.
But now that everybody's getting guaranteed money,
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
have to be on the
Oh,
card
look
now.
at it!
Look
Look
It
at
is. Please don't die on live
This could not be
television.
OSHA approved.
How many do you think he's had so far, too?
He probably had a whole case worth.
He's such a goofy guy for being such a serious.
Oh, it is. Oh. Have you watched his cat content?
Yes.
His cat content is great.
I think it died.
Oh, man.
I think he probably broke somebody's knee. How cool of a story is that, though? I said front row at WrestleMania. Got hit by a Stone Cold and a.
He ran right in front of me. What?
Some of you heard me, some of you didn't. I said you're having a great time at WrestleMania. Give me a hell yeah.
They just have to announce attendance.
Hey,
Yep.
I'm not here to announce tonight's attendance of night 2 of WrestleMania.
Good call.
And tonight's attendance is officially 63,000.
2,000 more than last night.
Wow. Sold out.
I've been in a lot of buildings just like this, and it seems like there's more than 63,226 people here. So I demand a recount. Sometimes when you want a job done right, you've got to do that job yourself. So I want everybody to sit down and remain still. Here goes. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's gonna take a long time to get around the stadium. 15,
Right.
16, 17,
Who's interrupting this?
19. Oh, that's bullshit. 63,226 here tonight. And that makes for a total of 2 days of WrestleMania, 124,693.
Unbelievable.
Sold-ass cats.
A lot of tickets.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
I'm hoping that everybody makes it home safely and that we see you again on next WrestleMania. And that's the bottom line.
Not counting Raw, not counting SmackDown, not counting NXT, not counting the Hall of Fame.
So, you know, somebody going to be there the whole week.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I love the drone stuff, by the way.
I do too.
Look at that shot.
Kevin Dunn would never.
And that's not to take away from Kevin Dunn, but because honestly, WWE has had the best production, sports production. I mean, even if you go back and watch the stuff from the 90s and 80s, it still holds up today.
It does. You just don't want to see him go like this no more.
Yep. Bucky Beaver, is that what they call him?
Beaver, yeah.
Bucky Beaver.
When somebody got his ATV situated.
Buffered. It took me a minute.
It did take you a minute.
Why not?
He's probably 3 sheets to the wind already.
Oh, hell yeah.
Can't believe I don't get a stunner, though.
You think his back can still take one?
Yep.
Oh, is that Nick Khan?
He's not driving it out of there.
Yeah. Nah, because he legit hit the railing, which legit bumped into a guy. I think that was Nick Khan, who was a behind the scenes big head honcho. making it like, would you like a T-shirt and
Well,
sign this waiver?
For lack of a better word, Nick Khan is the new Vince McMahon as far as like the pecking order goes.
Yeah.
He is probably the most powerful executive.
I believe Triple H's acceptance speech from the Hall of Fame is still going on as we speak.
Right.
He's still-
And I think he's just getting to Nick Khan at this point.
He thanked him after Stephanie.
Sure did, yeah.
Well, you know who's
Who's
on
writing
that
that
check.
But Nick Khan's also a phenomenal businessman. Like he really knows business.
Oh, he did.
But when he's sitting there at the Hall of Fame, he's just sitting there like
He's
not-
tired. That's what he
he's
was.
tired too. But like he just doesn't see. He just looks at, for lack of a better word, he doesn't have an emotional attachment to pro wrestling
Yeah.
like we do, or like Vince does.
Local. The doors for WWE World will open at 8 a.m. And then Paul Heyman is going to have to answer for his. We're going to have to.
Joysticking him.
The last time is now. It is final year in the ring. The self-proclaimed.
Here we go.
He's going with a black T-shirt, either a black or a white T-shirt.
TNA is super smart. The TNA just posted online. Say his name as a code for 3 months free of TNA streaming on the network. Right. So like perfect tie-in, perfect business.
So for the main event, I think we're going into a Rock Hogan crowd turning. I think where they messed up. I know why they did what they did. I understand the business side of it, but not changing John Cena's demeanor, not changing John Cena's music, lends you to want to cheer for John Cena as you have some of these people most of their lives.
Oh, no doubt.
So like, here's my complicated long answer to the question. Everybody has always been a John Cena fan, as a performer, as a person. So, but the audience goes, like all the internet marks and all the quote unquote smart fans hated Cena's guts during peak Cena. Like, oh, he's a cheap Hogan ripoff. They're just shoving him down our face. They didn't appreciate how hard the guy worked or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And then it was like women and kids loved John Cena. Women were attracted to Cena. And if they're single moms or just moms in general, whatever, they like the fact that their kid's hero was such a good dude.
Right.
After this turn, it's flipped. Now all those smart internet fans are like, yeah, Cena. It's the let's go Cena sucks chant, but it's flipped.
Yeah.
So
he hasn't, like, they haven't done a great, they've had too much time for this to linger.
Thank you.
And they've spent too much time. I don't know, Cena hasn't done a great job of making it. He's done half of his promos have been really good, the other half of them have been.
Anthony Peters in the DM says, heck yeah, for the man.
Yeah.
It was fun.
This promo here, I like it.
Yeah. But he's doing this so well, and it's still lending yourself to cheer for this band.
Yes. Because there's not what makes a great villain. There's a villain is delivering you two things. One, everything they do, good, whether that how evil it is, they're able to justify it. The second thing is a heel gives you an uncomfortable truth you don't want to hear and you don't want to listen to. And everything Cena has said is 100% true.
True.
Right. And at my age, having watched this for as long as I have, I'm not sold on Cody.
No?
And when John Cena is laying out absolute truths about Cody Rhodes, it's hard for me to take Cody's side of it. Cody or John isn't being an absolute villain, and I understand why he's not, because I imagine his last match, he's coming in the baby face. So you can't go too hard one way.
This should be a good match, everybody. Thanks for staying with us. Here we go.
Here we go, main event.
Look at that. Plain block letters.
Oh, man.
John Cena sucks.
I told
Look at
you.
that.
Who the hell is that?
Who's that guy? And he's gonna
They're
run
usually
the
better than
whole
that.
the whole way down.
This is so good. The black screen with the plain white block
Yeah.
letters with the boring font.
Yeah,
Right?
with the prototype face.
Yep. It's kind of maybe eat. Let me know in the chat. Y'all think that this kind of eats at Cena a little bit? His last WrestleMania getting this reception?
I would think so because he's been the wacky babyface for a long time.
Yeah.
And he's like, damn, nobody's chanting my name. What's going on here?
Yeah.
I honestly think he loves it. And it's only because if John Cena never made it to the WWE, he'd be working somewhere at a flea market this weekend.
Yeah.
His dad was a wrestling fan. He was a wrestling fan. He sacrificed all to be a part of wrestling. Above whatever you want to say about him, he is a wrestling fan. He gets it. He's achieved it all, and he's probably so happy to get to go out having some booze.
Oh, yeah.
His last singles win at WrestleMania.
Booze or booze?
A decade ago.
Yes, sir.
That, hey,
And just a look of disgust at the stain
the lifty.
on the face.
I still would have liked it if you would have had some black jorts. That would have been good.
Right.
Right.
But like if they were going all the way with it to the end, change his look, change his music. Think about like a slow orchestra playing basically the same beat, just a little bit slower, like a little bit, you know. Yeah.
I was hoping for basic thugonomics.
I was, too. Such an ill song.
Right.
Yeah.
That still would have been kind of a baby face move.
Yeah, I'd go retro.
That would have
Yeah.
popped some people. Like, if they were going all in on the heel turn, they would have changed it all.
Karen says John Cena sucks. Okay.
John Cena song.
Passionate opinion.
You know, I'm still a Cena fan.
But sounds like there's a butt coming.
Oh, no. I'm just saying, like, I've been a Cena fan for a long time.
Now, he's a wrestling fan. He's not a natural. He's worked harder than everybody to get where he's at.
Uh-oh.
I was hoping for polka dots. Whoa.
Oh, we got you.
Oh.
But one thing that he did say during the promos is like, I've never been protected on the mic by anybody. This is always where it's your time to shine. And like, he eats up everybody when they have a fair chance.
Nice.
Wow.
The Iron Man fit. That's a great helmet.
No, you're right, Karen. Like, he needed to be a heel for this to matter, his last run. I still think that at the end, he's going to come in the baby face with the crowd behind him.
Agreed. Thanks for joining us for the main event, everybody.
I'm
Wow.
supposed to be home at this point.
I'm about to say, yeah.
You're gonna leave, yeah, that's what I thought, but you're too. Hey, man, this is the magic of WrestleMania.
Right.
He's an adult with a kid, with a family, with a real job. Everything tonight has been so magical.
Right.
It's hard to stop watching it.
Yeah,
It's so good.
I needed to pick a 20-minute spot where I could get out of here, get home, and keep watching.
Yep,
And
hasn't happened.
It hasn't happened.
next thing I know, like, here comes Cody Rhodes.
Speaking of the main event, where's Kenner?
Justin Kinner, where are you, Justin Kinner? I don't know.
So we almost had Killer Cat and Camaro in here.
Yeah,
Ah, true.
well, almost did.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Great jacket.
One of those is for I guess I'm here to the end. So I got my eye on this little Oreo here. Yeah, it's a itty bitty Oreo.
The cinnamon roll.
You say the crowd couldn't get it up?
The Cone Zone.
Ah, the Cone Zone.
Look at this guy out front, like acting like he's.
Oh,
Is it over Mike Night, bitch?
Looking on as her daddy tries to stop John Cena from making history time.
Totally
There's
Mama.
his sister as well. Cena trying to win a 17th World Championship.
I know wrestling isn't for anybody, but that's his sister Teal, I think, right?
Mhm.
And she's got all the looks to be part of this too.
Right. That drone shot.
This is probably easily, whether you think this is a good WrestleMania or not, this is easily like a top 3 WrestleMania stage setup.
Oh, yeah.
Would you agree with that, Kat?
I agree.
Yeah.
Cena will win and be a 17-time champ, and
Oh,
then his
yeah.
last match, he will lose to Cody. Okay.
Xavier Woods.
That's right. She needs some pancakes.
Ma'am. Man,
They needed Justin Roberts back for this.
yeah.
Zion!
He says Gian.
She tried it.
I bet he's having so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, they booing him.
No, I called it. Like, they didn't change enough about John Cena to get him hated.
Right.
You're our age, and it's the last time you're seeing him.
Yeah.
And his promo was going after the fans. Like, had he been like, I'm a racing Nature Boy Ric Flair from the history books. I'm a racing.
Oh,
This-
right,
like-
right.
like-
And we joke too about being old, but during Cena's peak, everybody who was like 10 years younger than us was like 13, 14.
Yeah.
I grew up with Cena being like their Hogan.
Right, and when Hogan came back, they tried to make him a bad guy.
Yep, it didn't work.
We're just so happy to see this guy.
And there was another mistake too. Like we talk about, Hogan getting booed in LA or whatever because of the Trump stuff and the other stuff that he said. But like Toronto is like Hogan country.
Yeah.
So like to do a Hogan heel turn at the Sky Dome or, adjacent to the Sky Dome was just not the right choice. The crowd's in for it. They're here for it. They're all standing. They're all filming.
Standing rule only.
See,
We are underway. Rollins and Cena for the Undisputed Championship.
they cut his hair differently.
To keep the title.
Yeah, but he's going after Hollywood, not necessarily.
Yeah. Also, kind of weird that he turned heel. The new Peacemaker is about to drop.
Yeah.
Like, why would you turn heel right when his big TV show is about to come back?
Right.
He's above it though.
He's above what? The hate of the.
He's above like I'm a heel or a face. I'm going to put out a movie you're going to watch.
Yeah.
I'm going to put out a TV show you're going to
You're
watch. And most of you watching aren't going to be wrestling fans anyway, because like compare the Peacemaker numbers to the Monday Night Raw numbers. Like
True. Great point.
You know, some people don't understand, like, this is entertainment. And
right. But also John Cena, whose real name is John Cena, is just playing the character John Cena right now as he is in the show Peacemakers, whatever his character is. I haven't yet to watch that.
So right there, he took a bit of a safety bump, and by that I mean he started to put his elbow down to break his fall. So part of me wonders how much training and timing he's done before this, because your instinct when you fall, folks, is to protect yourself every single time.
But once you learn how to do this properly, you understand not putting her in. That's how you break a wrist. That's how you dislocate an elbow, jack up your shoulders.
It's the dumbest thing. It sounds counterintuitive. Protecting yourself in wrestling is how you get hurt.
I had a fall at Kings Island a couple years ago that my niece and daughter still talk about to this day because they said it was the most longest, elegant fall that they'd ever seen.
Did you take a bump, right? Tucked your chin?
I took a forward roll.
Nice.
Oh.
It was at the end of the night, and we were messing around, like they were getting ready to close, and as long as you were in the line before 10 o'clock, you could still get on the ride. So, like, we were at the Diamondback. They're like, let's get one more ride at the Beast. And I was like, all right, let's do it. And they took off running, and I was like, I can outrun these two. I know I shouldn't run, but I can outrun these two. And I just take off sprinting, Bob. I'm coming up on him quick. I'm getting ready to pass him. And my niece just does a dead stop in front of me.
Oh,
dead stop. So I put my hands on her shoulder, move myself around her, and there's kind of like a little downhill by like where the soccer game thing is. There's a downhill thing, and like I try to overcorrect because my feet, my head's over my feet. I try to run faster to get my feet under me, and I can't. And I realize I'm going. So I start grabbing, like they got like the rope off section. So I start grabbing at the rope, and I finally grab the rope and like do like a forward roll onto one knee, and I come up and I look at him.
Oh, that's wild.
You should have done a baby face double.
Right. Had that rope not been there, I would have ate it.
Yeah, you would have ate that.
So, folks, this match, what they're doing right now is called chain wrestling, where it's one hold to another hold. And, big drop kick.
So this is the part of the match where I'm like, hey, what do you want to do? Like, you want to start out with a little chain wrestling?
Yep.
And the answer is like, I'm not really good at that. That's the answer you get.
Right.
You're like, that's better for me.
John Cena's taking a lot of personal shots at Cody over the last few months.
I love the new tables.
I do too.
I almost hope that they don't bring them back for Raw and SmackDown.
This is the tables from the PLE.
Yeah, like I like these are our WrestleMania tables, and maybe we never see them again.
Very much in the way of wrestling from John Cena thus far. And Cena now stomping away on Cody Rhodes, and now the Venus comes out of Cena.
I knew it.
This is a Rock Hogan crowd.
Yeah.
They're going right after the Rock. So with Rock and Hogan, it was WrestleMania 18, and it was expected that Hogan was going to be the heel. He was part of the NWO, and Rock couldn't have been more popular. That's great. But within the course of the match, the audience figured out Rock was going to be leaving again soon for Hollywood and Toronto's, Hogan territory. It was exactly like it is right now. The crowd was 100% behind Hogan. They were feeling the Rock, but they wanted Hogan to win.
Oh, yeah.
Cena's having fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that's the other problem. Like when somebody's having fun, you can feel it. Look how pale he looks.
No time entertaining, man.
Right.
You say you're kind of whatever about Cody Rhodes. I think Cody Rhodes has got an intangible that makes him good. He's very good at babyface selling. He's good at generating sympathy. Like that. Yeah.
But everything that I've said about him is what John Cena laid out.
Yeah.
His faults in the first thing. And for a guy like me, like, yes, Cody fires up, does amazing promos, but I still see somebody wanting to be somebody and not somebody that is somebody. John Cena is somebody that is somebody.
It took him a long time to get there too.
Right. And I'm not saying like Cody isn't going to get there, but also Cody's in his early 40s. Like,
Selman Bahai asks, can I show a little screen of the match? Unfortunately, brother, with licensing issues, we can only watch it along with you. But if you tune into Peacock right now, we'll be watching the exact same screen at the exact same time.
right. Karen, you're right. The Rock's probably going to come out at some point. There's going to be some running. There's going to be some shenanigans.
Travis Scott's got to get, he's got to get his yellow copy.
Yeah. The receipt was Travis Scott's name on it.
Yeah. I was watching a Triple H interview, and he said that, like, Cena and Cody both admonished Travis Scott, or Cena and The Rock both admonished Travis Scott, but Cody was like okay with it. But I don't know if you've ever ruptured your eardrum. I mean, it's an excruciating pain. It's terrible.
I have a lot of sinus issues, so that happens to me like
It's awful.
every other year or so. And but also on the flip side of that, I've been in there. You've been in there. We've all, we've been in there with people who aren't wrestlers, and we've all said, "Hey, hit me, so I have something to sell, rather than don't hit me, and I look like an idiot for selling it." So I don't know that. I don't blame him as much as other people do if there wasn't a proper rehearsal time.
Exactly. And it's kind of a double-edged sword, like you're saying, like a common thing that we did on the indies when we're doing a fundraiser at a school.
I took a body slam from the guy right behind me once, and this 7-foot tall son of a bitch picked me up above his shoulders, and instead of landing me flat on my back, he landed me on my hip. That caused a lot of issues for a long time.
Way to go, Kev.
Yes. That's a true story. But it was one of those things. I ain't mad at him. He had limited whatever and was doing the best he could.
I was young and dumb back then.
Right. So I don't judge Travis Scott as negatively as anybody, because I've wrestled with high school principals.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Like,
Yeah.
you get in the ring in a high school charity show, you're going to take a body slam or a clothesline from the principal or a football coach. You just got to let them do it.
I'd rather be hit way too hard rather than, an obviously fake looking strike.
Oh,
John Cena, but just a little too slow on those ropes against the best on planet Earth.
oh, damn.
Why don't you just put it right in their face when they're calling spots?
They out there talking. They having conversations.
Well, this part right here, you probably would walk and talk.
And Cody completely out of sorts. You see him on that thing, just pressing his way right on the chest of Cody.
Anthony Peters in the DM wants to know who I have in the main. That's the fun part about this. I don't even know how to even guess.
I feel like it's got to be Cena.
The spirit, the will of Cody Rhodes.
Does Cena have a cauliflower ear?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that new?
I don't think so.
All right. I just haven't been paying attention, I guess.
And we're witnessing that first hand. Waves to go, please. why I say that. Cena whipped across the ring by Rhodes. Rhodes runs into it. Approved again. John Cena.
He's just out here showing off, calling spots on shit.
Turned up the speed real quick. John Cena.
It's a sixth move of doom. You're right, Karen. He is notorious for
Talking too much.
yeah. For somebody that can't be seen, he definitely can't be heard.
Cody made such a big deal about Cena can't wrestle Cena the WWE fans. I think Cena's proven a lot of people wrong tonight. And John Cena shoulder tap.
Yes. Here we go.
No, look at the crowd though. Look at the crowd.
Remix of sorts. Every time there's a break in the action, John Cena just mouthing trash to Cody Rhodes. Another tackle.
There he is.
Grinding out his comeback.
Right.
I love it. So I just got a DM. The Cupcakery is watching right now.
Hey, I just had one of those Oreo cupcakes.
What do you
I
think?
did too.
Game changer?
It was, yes.
Baller.
So now I got to get into it, man. Or what did I do?
It's got a partially open.
This one looks very much like Easter. We're going to give this
Now,
one.
where is the cupcakery located?
Cupcakery is 140 Woodman Drive, Dayton, Ohio.
Yes.
Y'all, if you want some cupcakes, I just got a little bit of this frosting. It's really good. It's 937-258-2320, thecakerydayton.com. Thank you for sponsoring us.
Kevin and I just had the Oreo ones. Amazing.
Real good stuff.
We're going to try this Easter one.
Oh, live ones in the back.
Can't see them.
Oh, not so
Not
hot.
the most effective power slam there.
That was a little sandbag, Shabbat.
Yeah.
Cena was taking his sweet ass time. Cody was gathering strength. You understand the reaction from the WWE fans tonight. Many of them wanted the greatest hits from Cena. Cody cutter from Rhodes. Cover to retain. Hook of the leg. John kicks it too.
This cupcake's outstanding, by the way.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, they're very good. Very good. Thank you, cupcakes.
Cody cutter.
Thank you.
Matches before.
My waistline's furious.
Huh? What is
I
that?
said my waistline's furious.
Now Cody
Yours? Man, look.
big under his pops. Late great American dream.
Tomorrow I gotta hit the gym hard.
Oh, yeah.
Little bionic elbow.
All right,
Yes!
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
And Cody Rhodes creates space. Cena again. Look at the Cena's gonna do it. Cody kicked out it too.
It's been pretty good so far, even though it's been very fundamental.
Yeah.
I'll take great fundamental wrestling and timing and spacing over buffoonery every day.
Flips.
Yeah.
Yep.
And John Cena looks amazing, but John Cena hasn't been an active competitor for a while.
Yeah.
He has to space this match out
Oh, yeah.
to get time. But I mean, to be fair, he's not sucking wind. He is
Nope.
not.
Not even sweating yet.
Like, yeah. It's not like watching The Rock. You
The
can pick
Rock's
up on The
blowing
Rock.
up on the entrance.
Right.
You can watch a lot of the shortcuts The Rock takes.
Nope.
Notice, like when Cena's firing up, it's the 18 to 35-year-old men that are behind Cena.
Oh yeah.
Rhodes out to the top rope. And a great move by Cena. Wonderful move by the veteran. Yeah, I can't knock him for that. That was the right move at the right moment. You don't
Prime
know.
move.
It's not something historically
Very
done.
prime move.
Right.
And really, technically, it's not illegal
Right.
because all you're doing is running over and pulling on the ropes. You're not weaponizing the ring. Or
Yeah,
anything like that.
exactly.
You're backpack stunner.
Hey, top rope AA.
Yeah, the power, man.
Standing up on those ropes
With a
as
man
shaky
on
as
your
they are,
shoulder.
with a 240-pound man on your shoulders.
Oh,
2. Everybody, what are you thinking about this match so far? I'm enjoying it.
I'm loving this.
Those in the chat, what are you thinking about this? What a great shot. See, this is the shot I'm talking about where it goes slow
Yeah, I like that.
and then they speed up the impact at the end. It looks so good.
Yeah, just standing up on the top rope, like just without anything on your shoulders, is tedious and hard to do if you're not like super agile.
Oh, yeah,
to begin with. But from the middle rope, that is not a solid footing. To lift yourself, who's not a small man, and another man that's not a small man, it's kind of a lot of room for error.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
That's even off.
When he's taking heat, when he's getting beaten around the ring, and that was a massive, massive impact high on the neck and shoulders of John Cena, and he had an answer for that.
Sorry, we're not talking as much as we used. This is just magnetic.
The better off it is for Cody Rhodes.
Cena looks so pale.
Oh,
I hate that move so much.
What?
It's the second time that he said it. It's looked clunky both times, and it's just obvious cooperation. Body, your body doesn't work that way.
Right.
All right, you know, if a 240-pound man jumped off the top rope and landed at you, you'd fall backwards.
Yep.
What brings you forward? What compels you forward? There's nothing that compels you forward.
Right, because the mechanics of the move is like I'm grabbing you in a front chancery and I'm driving your face into the mat.
Right. So if I jump backwards and I have nothing to pull you down with other than just
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Also, Randy Orton hit an amazing RKO out of nowhere earlier tonight, and it was one of the highlights of the show. And this guy's hitting 2 off the top rope and not even getting falsies out of it.
They're hope spots.
Yeah.
yeah, pull him back.
That's not the reaction you want from that crowd.
No.
Because it's like you're going for sympathy here. But then here's the other piece of it too. Like when you go to WWE, they'll tell you, ignore the crowd. The real audience is the camera. The real audience is the millions of people watching at home. So I'm sure he's going to do whatever he needs to do. But old guys like me and Tom are going to say, at this point, if Tom and I were having this match and I was the heel and Tom was the babyface and we were getting these reactions, I would tell Tom, just cut me off, start putting the heat on me right now. Because if they're not feeling it.
He said they're not feeling it, then what?
If they're not feeling it, you got to switch roles,
Oh, yeah.
like Hogan and Rock did. So what? Here comes Travis Scott, all 111 pounds of him.
Speaking of 111 pounds, like realistically looking at Cody against Cena, take away Cody's tan.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why he looks like a star versus Cena. Cena is bigger in every single way, more confident in every single way, and more realistic in every single way.
John Cena's the last of the superheroes. It's like average Joe wrestling now.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing. I'm not taking a
I
dump
love,
on that.
I was thinking about Bray Wyatt and Brody Lee earlier, and like, I'm glad that this generation of wrestling fans, that's their 2 go-tos,
Right.
and they were just tragic losses, and we had so many senseless losses that we're numb to them.
Two! Only 2!
Only 2, pal.
Loving this match, though. And guess what? It stayed in the ring the whole freaking time.
So far.
Yeah, so far. Oh, here we go.
Think he's gonna have a match? No,
Dude, could you imagine if they switched the hardcore championship in the main event of WrestleMania?
Right.
I'm sorry. This guy might have some good music, but he does not look like a menace
At
at all whatsoever. This is like Urkel getting to go to like if Urkel got to go to JD Sports and get a fit.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but he's not saging the arena like he's usually using the sage.
right, that's true. But like, do you remember when the do you remember when The Rock and Cena wrestled and Flo Rida came out there in that cutoff?
Yeah, I remember that.
He was looking bigger than The Rock was.
Right.
Like, that is like a menace. This dude's like,
Like a piece of that turd that's trying to
Yeah.
get taller.
he looks like Chris Rock in New Jack City.
Pookie.
I'm gonna come out here. I'm gonna beat you up. No, you're not.
Oh, yeah. You look-
How about just one rib?
Yeah, one reason. You look like Tron off of Mad Real World. Yeah.
So here's what I don't understand logically. He's walking to the ring. What's stopping everything from happening? Why is Cena just like
I'm about to
standing
say,
there?
yeah.
It's been a significant amount of time that he's let Cody just recover.
That was little boyfriend.
Why why do this?
All right. Now pull out your pocket and make him hold on to it.
Why? This makes no sense.
Dangerous situation here. Cody Rhodes not fighting back. Cody now went up for Scott drop to the floor. Now Cody Rhodes goes back to Cena. Cody Rhodes looking for a crossroads on John Cena. Crossroads on Cena. Here's the cover. And Travis Scott is
You
pulling
hoe.
the pistol out of the way.
You know the hoe cakes, Travis Scott.
Right.
Pat is out again.
Cena hit the mat right.
Can you pour it in my hand for a nickel?
Look at him.
Cody's inviting Travis Scott.
Box his ears, Cody.
Cody owes Travis Scott a major receipt. Travis Scott is actually going to walk in the ring on Cody Rhodes.
See, but I think,
Oh, look at this.
I think if he's been training, like he could pull off a match.
He's not unathletic.
And it would be huge because for those people that like these type of things,
Those are the type of things those people like.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. Here you go, Tom.
It's a very hard move to take. He
Not
did it,
bad.
Oh.
Good job.
Looking like a piece of black licorice.
The
We were
worst
all-
kind.
The worst
The
kind.
though. We were all
worst kind of
thinking
liquor.
it. None of us said it though.
Hey, I'll be the one to say it. Black jelly bean looking at.
And this is where WrestleMania gets good because this is the time to overproduce everything.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
This is the finale.
In a tug of war with Cena over the title, and Cody now has it.
Wait.
And Cena begging
Cena
off.
begging off. Wow. Do you ever think you'd see that?
No.
That's his childhood hero. See, this is good storytelling. This is good. Oh!
Figure.
Is anybody sitting down, ladies and gentlemen? Nobody is sitting down. Who'd save Cody here, though? Austin?
Probably all.
You already blew it by bringing him out there.
I mean, you need, at a certain point, they need to start putting over the guys on the roster regularly.
Yeah.
Figure.
Wow. Wow.
Figure.
Wow.
Crash the page.
Wow. Yeah, we didn't crash the StreamYard, but yep, we're having trouble streaming to Facebook. If you're on Facebook, I apologize, everybody, if you can hear me.
Figure.
Crash the page.
Right.
John Cena is the biggest piece of garbage I have ever witnessed in this industry. I agree with you. Screw you, John. But Ric Flair
That's right.
didn't win 16 world titles being a nice guy. He was the 30th player in the game. John Cena
Yeah, we got kicked off Facebook, so if you're on YouTube,
set the record at WrestleMania.
Yeah, bring your little boyfriend up. Black licorice.
Are his pants on inside out?
Yeah, his pants on inside out.
The title off of Cody's head, and here we are, celebrating the greatest of all time. When it was
if you're on Facebook right now trying to watch the card, so James watch along, all of your activity crashed the feed. So thank you for your participation. We're going to try to get back online here real quick,
to talk about
but we are grateful for you.
Travis Scott arrived. Travis Scott saved John Cena. Then he went to snap Cody in again. He found himself on the wrong end of the crossroads at WrestleMania.